What is going on, guys? Judo Sloth here, and welcome to today's Clash of Clans live event. We are here for a very special Reddit war, the Moderator Massacre. Now, if you guys don't know what this is, over on the Clash of Clans Reddit, there was a challenge put out for the members of Clash of Clans Reddit to face off against the Moderators, and as part of the Moderator team, that included some of us content creators, in that of myself. So I still have 2 attacks remaining. We are going to be hitting them live for you, so stay tuned for that. And we are going to be streaming and showing you attacks from the next 3 hours, guys. So make sure to grab your popcorn and get ready for this. I'm your host, Judo Sloth. For any of you guys that do not know, make sure to go ahead and subscribe for all of my Clash of Clans content. Now, just setting the scene here, obviously we're coming in towards the end of the war. There have been a ton of attacks already, and we're hopefully going to sit down and plan some of my attacks in order to get them 3 stars. Welcome to everyone just joining. Kevin, the Grouch, thank you so much for your support on my channel recently. Obviously had a variety of content. I'm so glad you guys are enjoying it. Eddie as well, welcome. Drooply, welcome to the stream. I couldn't join the mod side. Well, it's a close battle, shall we say, at this point. Let's have a look down the list here. Then I'll show you what I'm thinking in terms of my attacks. I would obviously like to go for the 3 stars, but we have got a couple of bases we kind of need to secure them 2 stars with. Lord Vimes, welcome to the stream, my friend. 3 hours, Vincent. That is correct. We're going to be here showing you live hits for the next 3 hours. Galadon Gaming is going to be streaming at the end of this war as well to kind of wrap things up for you. He was streaming at the start. He's going to take the end as well, and hopefully we can pull off the victory from a moderator side of things, but it's all good fun. No, this is all carefully calculated in terms of weight, so it's very evenly matched for those asking in the chat. So let's set the scene a little bit for you in terms of 7 hours to go. We've used an extra 3 attacks. Let's look down the list. So we have a couple of bases that we've kind of scouted here at Town Hall 11, just so we kind of know what's happening in terms of them 3-star hits. As you all know, right now the Town Hall 11 3 stars is where it is at in terms of the meta. Moving down the list, we do have some Town Hall 10s that we haven't attacked yet. Whether we dip and take them out, or whether some of our Town Hall 10s attack them, either way, that is going to be important and pick us some extra stars. Zombie Hunter, the very famous Zombie Hunter there, 3-starred his base. Moving down the Town Hall 9s, that's pretty much all cleared from this point out. Obviously, getting towards the final few hours of war, that is going to be the case. Fran, welcome to the stream, my friend. Welcome everyone just joining. We're just kind of setting the scene here. You can see some of the Town Hall 11s here have been 2-starred as such. Ivan, welcome to the stream as well. 6-pack for Judo coming up. Well, fingers crossed, fingers crossed. So you can see the Great Lack, my good friend. Haven't had a chance to catch up with him too much over this event. I have been quite busy and thought I'd keep my attacks for the live stream anyway. Hulp's there as well, you might know, as well as Zag Geek. Haven't been attacked, neither have I. They're obviously saving my base for the end as well. Spancer, you might have heard of there. Lots of big names in this war. Obviously going to be an exciting one towards the end. And thank you for everyone. I haven't said up until this point. Thank you for everyone for putting this on. Robbie, welcome to the stream as well. Devil has been very much involved with setting this up. Looking over from the members side of things then, they might be behind a little bit, but they certainly do have a few more bases that they haven't touched. Not a lot in it, to be honest. From there, all of the bases are 3-starred down over. So they have, let's see, 4 Town Hall 10s that they haven't touched, 2 Town Hall 11s. From our side of things, we basically have 2 Town Hall 11s, but I believe only 3 Town Hall 10s. 1, 2, and then this one here. So we're kind of in a better position right now. We have from 16 down over 3-starred. They basically need to take 18 and have that extra Town Hall 10. 3-hour hype, says Lord Vimes. The War Angel, yo Judo, what's good, brother? What big names going for this war? There are some big names in this one. You're absolutely right. Big stream ahead. Mr. Raw, thank you for joining us as well. Let's take a look at an attack then to kind of kick things off for you, and then we will go from there. Now that's a dip attack. Let's have a look. I haven't had too much chance to go through this and see you know, the attacks before this, so we are going to kind of pick them at random here and just kind of dilly dab the attacks. That is certainly not a base we want to look at. I don't know what was going on there. Let's have a look at Zombie Hunter's base. So he doesn't have Infernos either. This is a bit crazy. We'll watch it anyway. We have to show you guys something. So starting off with a queen walk down the bottom, I'm going to skip straight through this. As I said, please forgive me, I hadn't looked at any of these bases, to be fair. So Zombie Hunter here, clearly a 9.5, and he is obviously going to get wrecked with the Falcon. I mean, them Valkyries aren't going to have any trouble coming through this base. Obviously, when we have a live attack, we'll be jumping into them guys, and let's go ahead and try and plan some of my attacks now as well. As the bowlers come through, nice use of that skeleton spell in the back, just to provide tankage for that Tesla farm, but also the wizard tower at the top there was quite important with no Infernos, though it's really not too much of an issue. The queen just blasting through the base. Robbie, welcome back when you come back. They had yeah, I don't know, honestly, I wasn't involved with the setup of the war. Ahmed, welcome to the stream. So, things had been organised. I'm not too sure as to how they did it. I know Warweight was involved. Let's scout out a couple of these bases. So, I did quite like the look at base number 1. But in terms of securing the stars for our team, we have base number 3 to attack. I'm not feeling massively confident in this space, if I'm honest with you, but base number 4 I think could potentially be one that we take. So I have had a quick look at the bases, and you will see that this one has multi-Infernos, which is interesting. And what I noticed from this as well is you guys can help me plan my attacks, by the way. Jonva, welcome to the stream. Coming in from the south of the base here, I can get behind this air sweeper. I can hopefully break the queen in around about 6 o'clock here. What are you planning for your attack, Jayton? That's exactly what we're doing now. On this one, I was planning on coming through the bottom here with a queen charge, taking out the enemy queen, probably going to be able to lure the CC there as well and take that out. But really, I was hoping to move my queen either way, left or right. I think she'd be fine. But bring my bowlers in towards the Eagle Artillery. Kind of one jump here at the Archer Tower would provide access in there. Then a jump by the Eagle Artillery would hopefully provide access in the base a little bit more. Although I don't even think that jump would be needed, to be fair. We could just walk around the edge of the base. The bowlers could shoot over. So I'd only really need one jump, to be fair. Once the queen was in this area, I'd only really need the one jump into the base, in fact. At first I was thinking of jumping in the base at the side here, and then, you know, one jump through the middle, but actually I don't think we need that. The bowlers could hit any of these defenses within the ring itself. Bowlalun on 4 is decent. The kill squad from will be CC, Queen and Eagle, possibly in Inferno. I'm not a good person to do a Lava Loon, in fact, and Ahmed, I'll give you a little bit of a heads up. I'm actually thinking about starting a live stream series where we can all get together and practice attacks, because I have been saying for probably about the last year, I need to improve my Lava Loon. I need to improve my Lava Loon, trying to do it, but I just haven't found the time to do it. And what better way to do it? Part of the reason I haven't found time is because of content. This takes a lot of time in the background. Why don't I do it as part of content? Why don't we do a live stream series trying to learn Lava Loon? I think that might be what we do. So just a little bit of a heads up for you guys. So I'm not feeling too confident on my Lava Loon skills, although I do agree. I do think it's a good base for it with how the air defense are positioned in that kind of square manner. You can probably wrap around the base, but we do have a live attack. Looks like it's coming in from the members side of things. And again, looks like a 9.5 base. Can you make a Town Hall 10 friendly challenge clan? Stream from there, just a tip. Kenneth, we might set up a clan where we can do that sort of stuff, and it will be anyone, not necessarily just Town Hall 10. So again, this is a Town Hall 9 attacking this, because it's a 9.5 base. There's no Inferno towers, and the bowlers are coming straight into the middle. So we do have that witch slap style strategy. It wasn't an issue with the air defense being at the back, but the healers have transitioned onto the bowlers in the middle. That's a bit of an issue for these ones around the right hand side, although they have kind of done the main damage that they needed to. Bowlers coming through the middle have taken a lot of damage from that wizard tower. They've finally taken it down. The golem getting in front of the bowlers there is going to be key. I think he has this, guys. With them healers around the top, that is going to be fine in terms of getting that Tesla and Archer tower down. Queen has the ability. It just depends on if the bowlers can break through here as well. Grouch says, I like the idea of live stream series. Absolutely. I think if you guys like that, I like the idea of it. Why don't we just go ahead and do it? Within the next coming couple of days, in fact, we'll try and set that up and try and improve all of our skills, because as a content creator, that's one thing I struggle with, is actually putting the time in to improve my own gameplay. So that as I was saying, the bowlers needed to get through the walls there, and they struggled. And look at this. The attack has flipped on its head just like that. The golem is tanking. Queen had to use the ability there because of the king, but we need her to basically get this archer tower and cannon. If she cannot get that down, I think it is going to be a fail, because we still do have a cannon at the top. That is going to take a lot of damage. Clash Bashing, welcome to the stream, my friend. You can help me return the favor here. I'm planning my attacks live on stream here for my 6-pack in this Reddit Moderator Massacre event. Like we said, the bowlers needed to get through that wall there. They didn't quite get it done, and that has sent this attack flipped on its head. Queen is not going to get the job done here, and it is going to be a defense. Yad, who likes my voice? Well, thank you so much for that. More cleanup troops. Kenneth, they absolutely did need more cleanup troops there, but I think the bowlers getting stuck on that wall in the middle was the main issue. Had he have had a second jump spell to get that little bit further, I think he would have been fine, actually. This is not a dip fail. Not a dip fail. This is a Town Hall 9 versus a 9.5, so no, that is not a dip fail. No, Clash Bashing, I appreciate any support I get. Like you said, the more people banging their heads together trying to pick apart bases, the better it is going to be. So that was a defense there, even though it was a 9 versus a 9.5. Couldn't necessarily, you know, expect them to get the 3-star there, but very, very close. Let's have another look at things. So the moderator side of things, which is where we are, we're sitting comfortable right now. But I need to get my 2 attacks in. Now, I will tell you, I was looking at... I'll show you the bases that I want to hit, but I might not be able to. I wanted to hit this base. Now, the reason I wanted to hit this base is because look at the air defense and air sweepers. It's crazy. They're all across the right-hand side here, and the sweepers are pointed in the opposite direction. So what I wanted to do was bring quite easily, I could set up a funnel with literally a giant and a wizard over this area and down here as well. And then I could just queen charge right in from this west-hand side, get the town hall to make sure we'd secured the 2 stars, push right the way in, and I was thinking a jump spell in this area to get in towards the Eagle Artillery. So my idea was for the queen charge to take out this entire section, pretty much from this cannon, Expo, Eagle Artillery, down here. That's what I wanted. From there, look at pathing for the Hog Riders. Like I said, I'm not a massive expert at Lava Loon. I am going to be setting up, like we just agreed, the live stream series for that. However, Hog Riders would work perfect here. I would primarily probably target the top, although I'm a little bit worried because of the splash damage. So what I think I would do is just pre-heal that spot, make sure to bring my Hog Riders in surgically on either side here so they didn't get wrecked by the wizard towers. Clearly there's giant bombs in that area. I'd probably have to use my Grand Warden's ability early on. However, after that, they could circle around that base no problem. It all depends on if I can get the funnel set up with my queen. That's what I wanted. That's the base I kind of wanted to hit. Whether I can or not is a different story, because we do need to secure them 2 stars like we said. Glad to be able to catch some of this lovely event. We'll be glad to give my opinions. Well, that is awesome. Very much appreciated. What do you guys think of my plan for this base, just in case we can get to attack it? Do you think the queen charge from the west and then Hog Riders in from the north would be a good idea? What would you alter in terms of that? That attack was not by a 9, it was a 10. I must have missed that then. It looked like he only had 4 spells and his heroes were 30-30, so I didn't look at every single troop level per se, but it looked like Town Hall 9 to me. When will you be doing the live stream war tactics? Lord Vimes, probably in the next coming days. I'll try and set that up, and then we will go from there. Almuster, welcome to the stream, my friend. Clash Bashing says, I like that plan. If you get that Chargers plan, set up nice pathing for the Hog Riders. That's what I thought in terms of this base, especially with the air defense being out of the way. It almost leads you in for a queen charge from this area. And to be honest, there's not a lot of places where I would worry that the queen would take a massive hit, because I'd be able to rage initially and get through them not splash damage, the point defenses early on, and then she's kind of safe once she gets to this area. Queen will continue on as well, guys. It's not like she's going to fizzle out here. I don't see that happening. She's going to continue through. That's the area of worry, and what I think is I'd have to kind of 2-finger drop the Hog Riders. As soon as they jumped into these splash damages, bang that Grand Warden's ability. Make sure that all of that is secure and that they're not going to go down to that splash damage. That's my only worry. Hashtag 1-7 Skelly spells and a rage in the center will get the CC and the Eagle and the Queen. Interesting stuff. You are absolutely correct. The Wizard Tower, ooh, I'm a little bit worried about that Wizard Tower. You basically have to make sure there's no, if you are using Clash Bashing, absolutely. I haven't even looked at the replay. What a noob. There might not even be giant bombs up there, although we know there probably is going to be. Why not watch the replay? So this guy funnels in from the south, and I'm trying to keep my eyes on live attacks as well, guys, so we'll keep an eye on that. Quite good funnel there, but to be honest, I don't think the funnel down the bottom is needed other than to path directly onto the Inferno, which I wouldn't be planning on doing anyway. But this is kind of what I'm planning on doing, which is quite nice. She will get roasted through air mines, so your baby drag or loon to clear. Let's find out where the air mines are, because this is perfect. This is exactly what I want to do. You can begin from the bomb tower near the Archer Queen and full ballers in the jump on the Eagle Artillery. I'm not really planning on bringing ballers, to be honest. I think the Queen will have enough. This is a level 40 Queen. I have a level 50, so I can foresee my Queen getting a little bit further. I probably wouldn't want to use the ability there. I'd probably just use a rage through that area. I would jump right now so I could get access to that Eagle Artillery. Not sure whether he's using a jump. He's obviously saving that for the Valk, so I would jump straight to that builder hut there so that we could get that Eagle Artillery down. Uses the skeleton spell to distract that single Inferno, but it didn't quite work. Then in come the Valks, and it is going to fizzle out from there. Obviously this is a Town Hall 10 attacking in order to get them 2 stars, so yeah, I mean, it's not quite in terms of my 3-star, but as you could see, Baby Dragon, which is in the CC, that's not a massive issue as long as the Queen can lure that. Didn't really get to see if there was giant bombs in that area, but we can be quite confident with all of that there certainly is. Susie, welcome to the stream. I'm glad you can make it. Why don't we get some pro advice from Susie then, a CWL attacker from one of the most respectable clans as well. If you guys missed the CWL show that I took part in last night, I'd highly recommend going onto the CWL channel and listening to it. It was great fun. Show your walk is super doable. Yes, absolutely. I love doing these Queen Charge and Queen Walks, and yeah, that replay certainly does show that my Queen should be able to get what I want from there. And then, like we said, I would jump into this area so that my Queen could get the Eagle Artillery. I would not want that wrecking my Hog Riders, and clearly I need that CC as well as the Queen. I'd hope to get all of that from my Queen Charge. We didn't get to see, but I am 99% confident that there are giant bombs in that area. It would be crazy for someone to design a base and not have giant bombs there. So we'll need the Grand Warden's ability through that. And I think we'd need, let's say, 1 heal spell here. Probably a heal spell here, and potentially towards the end there as well. So probably 3 heal spells as a minimum for the Hog Riders. Probably even 1 there as well is 4. That only gives me 1 rage for the Queen, and I do need a jump spell as well. So I'd either have to count on my Grand Warden here getting through that. that could be an issue in terms of the spells. Is the Expo air only? It looks like... No, well, it would be ground and air, but it's air and ground, yes. Elizabeth, welcome to the stream. The wizard tower on the top will ruin the skellies. I am 51% sure your plan will 3-star. Well, Ahmed, let's find out. I mean, hopefully I can build for this. Live attack, said Lord Vimes. I can't believe I missed that. Let's dive straight into that and see how things go. I'll hold off, like we said, this is going to be a 3-hour stream, so I hope you guys are ready, and hopefully I will be able to attack that base. Let's just see. So it looks like this was the Bowler Witch attack again. I mean, someone was earlier saying that this was a Town Hall 10, but these are level 30 heroes, and I mean, it would be a brand new Town Hall 10 if that's the case. It might be, though. It might be. He's got Town Hall 9 level troops, and it doesn't look like he's going to get the 3-star here. He does have a lot of witches coming around the outside, but there's just the wizard towers. There's a lot for them to get through. Queen does have that ability, but yeah, Kenneth, I agree. I don't think he's going to get through the rest of this. These witches are going to need to do some work here. Oh, the Queen's just taken too much damage, and that is going to be the end of it. Them wizard towers will wreck the rest of them witches. I may not watch the full 3 hours, but hopefully most of it. Hey, well, whatever you can watch, I'm glad you can join us for some of it. Ayush, welcome to the stream, my friend. All the best, and I know you will do it super simple, and be careful about your queen. Yeah, I mean, there's never a simple Town Hall 11 3-star attack, but let's just see. I mean, that is certainly the base that I'd like to try, plus with it being their number 1, it's always kind of that cherry on the top. I've got to say, guys... we at Red Elite lost a war probably about 3 or 4 wars ago, but I 3-starred their number 1 player, and it was kind of just, you know, that bittersweet symphony. You know, we just about got that 3-star on the number 1, and it was just nice to know that we'd got that, even though we failed. Back had to dip out for a second. No worries, Clash Bashing. All you missed was a fail, basically. New to your channel, Judo. Interesting to watch new people. Well, William, I am thankful for that. Yadhu is sacrificing his sleep. Man, me and Clash Bashing, us content creators, know exactly how you feel on that one. So, like we said, let's see, we have 17 attacks, we have plenty of Town Hall 11s left. How many Town Halls 10s do we have? We have 1, 2, 3, 4 Town Hall 10s, and we need to clear, I think it's 4 Town Hall 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So a couple of us need to dip. Start your attack. I'm gonna kind of see what I want to do here, because I'd like to attack them bases that I, you know, want to go for them risky 3-stars, but ultimately we need to secure the win here first. So I might do my first attack and then go from there. I really don't want to dip kind of live on stream, so I might just kind of hold off and see how things go. I might even, you know, go for one of these bases and just make sure we secure the 2-star. Maybe, you know, plan for the 3, but make sure we secure the 2 and go from there. So in terms of these 2 bases, we were looking at base number 4. 2:27 AM here. Well, thank you so much. Be right back, Judo. You're welcome, Kenneth. You know, you come back whenever you want, dude. So this is the base I was looking at in terms of securing that 2-star. So what I was thinking on this, like we were saying, is basically coming in with the queen charge right here. Getting directly in for that queen, taking that out. The only thing we need to do is make sure we lure the CC, but that's easily done. Let's just check what's in there, actually. We can easily put a Hog Rider onto any of these buildings in order to lure, bring it down to where the queen is. Not going to be an issue. I'm from India, it's 3 AM, wow. Judo, tell your clanmates to plan like surely you will win. Yeah, hopefully. So it's baby dragons in the CC, that's not going to be an issue for the queen. Let's just quickly see where things are. So he jumps right into the middle, obviously doesn't get it done here. 5 wall breakers going to waste, wow. That is not good, that's 10 troop capacity. Guess he was trying to break the witches in there, just didn't quite pay off. We do have Teslas next to the Inferno Towers, but again, that's not going to matter. I'm not going to dip. What I'm going to try is an attack here on base number 4, and I tell you what, let's call that first so that no one else goes for it. So let's claim that base. then we can at least make sure we secure the 2. Again, I'd like to try that strategy on base number 1, but I'm not going to sacrifice the win and what is best for the team just for, you know, my sacrifice, basically my pleasure. So let's plan for this base then, guys. Let's do this together. 1:55 AM in Sri Lanka. Well, I thank you so much for that, Yadhu. Yeah, I read your comment out before about you sacrificing sleep. We do appreciate that, my friend. Absolutely. Okay, so what we're gonna do, guys, is break the queen in to the bottom here. So Judo, as an 11 who is trying to improve, it seems you go to walks and charges. You say that leads to more success generally over spam. Yeah, I mean, clearly strategy and breaking down bases is going to lead to more success over spam. I don't always queen charge. Sometimes if the base calls for it, I will go kind of sacrificially. I tend to go queen charge more than anything else though, just because I find I get more success from doing that and having the healers to help you out towards the end of the raid. So in this one, for example, if my queen decides to walk around the right hand side here, I'll still push my bowlers in direct to that eagle artillery, but she'd probably be alright because of the healers going around the north. So let's kind of start cooking the army, guys. We need 1 jump spell. Let's start cooking things up, because I didn't cook any troops here because I didn't know what we were going to need until we started scouting bases. 1 jump on that base, like you said, bowlers can access everything. Yeah, they can access their middle defenses, and the thing that worries me is I'm kind of, for the 3-star, sometimes you have to plan not to take the town hall, and I'm not going to plan on taking the town hall out, and I'll show you why in a second. Let's get them 4 healers and a bunch of bowlers started, and then we'll go from there. Let's go for about 14. So the reason I don't want to take another jump spell is the bowlers, that town hall in the middle, I can leave that until everything circles around. The bowlers can actually get access and hit every single one of these defenses from the outside, from this outside ring. So I don't need them to jump into the middle of the base. There'd be no point. I'd be wasting a spell. What I need is them to clump together and walk around the base, you know, kind of together. I think one of my issues is I play super safe for the easy 2, if that makes sense. Absolutely, that's kind of what I'm saying here. I kind of need to make sure I get the 2-star here, and if I was playing super safe, I'm kind of silently confident here, so I'm not going to go mad, but I'm basically going all or bust here, because if I was playing safe, I'd take a jump spell to get to the town hall. That way they'd get it. My hope is that I can bang a rage spell on the bowlers and they'll actually bounce onto the town hall from here. That's my hope. If I have a huge amount of bowlers shooting here, they'll bounce and take that town hall. Brandon says Falcon attack for base number 4. To be honest, I don't like the Valkyries running around a ring base. That's just my opinion. There's not the Falcon is good for bases you can directly fire them through the middle. They'd be running around the base here, and the Valkyries aren't as efficient as the bowlers for these defenses in the middle. Unless I take jump spells in, and then it complicates things by setting up the funnel. This is just my opinion. I was talking to Bashing earlier about how everyone looks at a base differently. You might very well see a plan there for Falcon. I'm quite confident that my bowler plan here is more comfortable for me. The Valkyries, I'd have to set that funnel correctly. I'd have to make sure they get into the middle of the base themselves. It just becomes a little bit more complex. You know what? Why don't we... I might even take... I was thinking about taking a miner or 2 just in case we miss the town hall to directly target it, but if we leave any defenses on the back here, the bowlers would have to take down every single one of these. If we left like an expo, for example, then they would take the miners out. So yeah, Yadhu, watch for them bomb towers. I'm basically going to take a heal spell for quite early on here because I'm going to push the bowlers in. Now, one thing you guys need to always watch out for is if there are wizard towers, you don't have to worry about them initially. Your troops can take some damage. I see so many people healing troops that are at full health. It's pointless. Let them take a bit of damage before you heal them. Tabloid Gaming, I really appreciate you coming out, my friend. Ring Base's best plan is to clear out the ring. Delayed Valkyries jump to the core. I agree, and I used to do that. I used to do that for the 2-star, but it is difficult for the 3 stars to then... I'd have to jump the Valkyries back out, basically. Otherwise, they'd get stuck. So that's 2 jump spells I'd have to use. Just not too sure on whether I want to do that. I have done that in the past, but sometimes I just send miners into the middle as well. They get underneath them walls and you don't have to worry about it. The only thing I'd have to worry about is that expo. Let's just continue on with my plan. Let's get a couple of witches in there, and then we can go from there. So I do need a few witches because they're going to be important getting in front of the bowlers. I'm even debating a level 7 P.E.K.K.A because they can be fantastic for initially... Look at that, guys. We now have enough to upgrade our mortar. Boom! Let's get that one upgrading. Getting closer to my max Town Hall 11 here. Fantastic stuff. What I was going to say, let's go back to it. I was expecting more live attacks, but thankfully, since I have my attacks, we can plan them on stream, and it kind of adds a different perspective for things. Yeah, there's a couple of people saying Falcon. Lord Vimes, I agree. I don't think it's the way to go on this base. Everyone looks at bases differently. I'm not saying it 100% wouldn't work. I'm just saying that I'm not feeling confident with it. So, what was I going to say? Yes. Eagle Artillery. The P.E.K.K.A can be quite good for tanking defenses initially. Yeah, I agree. I agree. I am going to Queen Walk. I'm going to Queen Walk into this side. I'm just kind of thinking about the funnel I want to set here. Where can we could pop a baby dragon right into this, and they'd take out both of them buildings. That would be enough for my queen to then pop onto this builder's hut. She then moved to this gold storage. Then that funnel is set. There's no way she's coming around here once I wall break into this area. The trouble is, the wall breakers could easily get smashed by them wizard towers. I might have to bring something in to distract that, just to make sure my wall breakers get through. I think I'm just going to rage initially there anyway, because the queen is going to need that to take down the enemy queen. I need a hog rider to lure the CC as well, guys. Most definitely. Hog riders and queen walk will be very good, since you can take both CC and enemy queen, as well as the nearest inferno. I never even thought of hog riders for the base, but I never really liked them for ring bases, if I'm honest. Get some wall breakers. I'm actually going to take a couple, because if my queen doesn't get in there, then it's going to be good night, basically. So I'm actually going to take some extra as a bit of a safety net here. Let's take, we need 2, 3 rages, a heal. Then let's take, did we have a jump already? Yes, we have a jump. Might even take a 4th rage spell over the heal spell. I only think we're going to need that heal spell initially here with all of this splash damage, and that is when I'm going to use the Grand Warden's ability as well. I'm going to use that early on. Look at, once they get around to here, they're set. There is no way that the bowlers are going to get taken down if I can manage to survive and keep them around to there. There's no way. I just need to get through this area, and when I have a P.E.K.K.A, then I have the other things as well. I think that's all set. Just wondering about the funnel I need to set here, though. I think what I might do is just literally bring a couple of bowlers in from this elixir collector to bounce onto the wizard tower. Then everything else must push in over from there. Once this archer tower... I was thinking about a baby dragon there, but actually that air defense might still be a decent idea. We do need 1 baby dragon for the initial funnel that we discussed there, so let's get a baby dragon cooked into there. Then we're running out of troop capacity here, guys. We have 4 witches, plenty of bowlers. What do we take in the CC? Probably more bowlers, to be honest. I don't think we need a golem. It's not going to help us massively, because the bowlers tend to be faster than that. I think probably bowlers is the better option. 5 bowlers, 1 giant, and a rage. That's kind of my kind of my go-to in that. Let's hope this works after all this planning. Damn. Where are the Teslas? They were next to the Inferno Towers, Yadhu. Next to the Inferno Towers. Brandon says, good luck. Well, thank you so much. Hopefully we can get this done. Those P.E.K.K.A.s tank. Yes, they certainly do, Eddie. They tank a lot, especially for the Eagle Artillery, but we should be able to get that down fairly decent. 3-starred with 20 hogs left. Wow. Okay, thank you for the troops, Bot Wolf. Hopefully he's watching the stream and can see that. So, have our drum spell there. Grand Warden's going to be important to tank early on. We need to make sure, let's just see whether... I think there was a lot in that CC, and we need to make sure that our one Hog Rider can actually take that out. We could use a Giant as well, you know, guys. Would have more hit points than a Hog Rider. That would give us that little bit extra. Might just pull that extra troop out, and it might be all that's needed. I am from Clash Bashing. Well, thank you so much for joining. Yeah, there's a lot of goblins in there, look. I mean, that's not going to be an issue for the bowlers, to be honest, but it is the other troops we need. Why don't we take a Giant instead of the Hog Riders? Why don't we take a couple of Giants, actually? Because what that does, it allows us a safety net, just in case it gets sprung off. We don't lure all of the CC. And Giants are going to be important. We can use them to tank initially. What we do need to think about, guys, very quickly, before we get into this, is the left-hand side. We need to funnel this side correctly so that the bowlers... One thing you don't want to happen is the bowlers to be concentrating here. Yeah, if you can take the defenses out on the outside with wizards or something like that, what you can then do is have the bowlers concentrate their fire on the defenses. You don't want them concentrating on the outside here on these easy buildings. You actually want them moving forward into the defenses. Man, I just love watching the breakdowns though. Oh, I appreciate that. I mean, you know, it doesn't always work. You know, if I was a 3-star attacker every time, I'd be in the CWL for sure. But that's how you improve. You guys know that yourself. As you improve, you break down bases, you see what went wrong. That's how you improve, and I always try my best. Sometimes, like I said, making content makes that difficult. That's why we're going to start that live stream series. Judo, I still feel ring bases always work. Do you mean always defend, Brandon? I personally am not a big fan of using them. When I did used to use ring bases, I used to get crushed with them quite a lot, to be honest. So I'm not a massive fan of ring bases. They used to be fantastic, but I kind of did go off them a little bit, to be honest. Okay. Just thinking about this side, guys. Whether a baby dragon, especially at the top here, look. A baby dragon for up here would actually be very helpful. Again, it's going to stop the bowlers from shooting outside. The baby dragon can get massive value here, and it's out of the way of them archer towers. So I think a baby dragon for the top might be warranted as well, just to help them bowlers, you know, shoot where they need to, essentially. So we need to take a troop out of here. I don't think we need 3 giants. Let's take a baby dragon, an extra wall breaker. I'm very scared about wall breakers, to be honest, guys. That area with the wizard towers is not necessarily... That's probably the main bit that I think could go wrong. So that's why I'm going to take my time. Why don't I take a barbarian as well for that, actually? So that what we could do, once we've lured the CC, we have the queen kind of tanking these defenses. Giant on here just to tank this wizard tower as the wall breakers come in, and boom, open up that area. Once that's done, that's all we need to worry about, basically. The jump spell would provide access into here. I probably need to bring just a couple of witches and bowlers. I probably need to spread them across this entire side, to be honest, just so that I take out this area as we get into the Eagle Artillery. But we are going to have to use the Grand Warden's ability quite early. Eddie says no whizzies. Where would you plan to use them? Grouch says whiz or 2 for the outside trash. Maybe we can drop a bowler, because we do have 5 in the CC as well. Maybe 14 alongside the P.E.K.K.A. is a bit much. We drop a bowler. Let's drop a bowler and take 2 wizards. How about that? What do you think, guys? 2 wizards enough for the outside? Just because I'm going to have my baby dragon for this area to funnel. and for the top. It's really just this area that I'd like to have them, because once I get round to the end here, there are a lot of point defenses there actually, but I'd be worried that they'd swap out. Let's see, I think that's about as much as I'm gonna go. Brandon says, typo, I still feel ring bases work best against Falcon attack. Start your queen at 6, hopefully she can walk to 9, join in together with Killstrog, Kill Squad. Bring in 8 Valks, 1 jump at Expo 7 or 8 o'clock. Is here. And rage it. But then what's your plan for the back end? You need a jump spell for the back end, surely. For there. The Barbarian I was going to use to tank down here very briefly if needed, but I guess you're right, I might not even need that, because the Queen, yeah, the Queen might not be tanking for that Wizard Tower, which is a bit of an issue if the Wall Breakers come in. I probably even need a second Giant, you know. The Barbarian was going to tank for this Wizard Tower, but I might need 2 Giants to tank as I bring the Wall Breakers in, or I could just use a Rage and push them in kind of separately. I'm going to need to use a Rage in that area for the Queen anyway. I think that's good, Judo, just helps out push ballers in quicker. Yeah, exactly, Grouch, that's what I was saying earlier. I was expecting to see more live attacks, to be honest, but this is providing, you know, quite good content in terms of discussing attacks. Let's just see whether we can get this attack to pay off. I hope so. We've got 4 Rages, 2 Wizards, 2 Giants. One of them is going to be to lure. I don't like the fact that we could potentially lose 2 Giants to the lure and then not have one for the Wizard. I'm thinking about potentially even dropping a Witch. No, the Witches are important. How many bowlers do we have? We have 13 plus 1 in the 5 in the clan castle is 18. That's enough for that. With a Rage on your Valks will break the wall. I wish I could have a Brandon, I know exactly what you mean. I know exactly what you mean, but you have to ensure the Valkyries are going into the middle. I mean, it's not as simple as just breaking. They can easily run on this base. Easily run. You've got to create that funnel massively. I mean, the Queen, you'd have to set the Queen right the way around and then either delay the Valks in or break the funnel on the opposite side as well. It's tricky to do. You got this, Judo. Show me that confidence, mate. Grouch, I will try my best. I'm just trying to think about... Can we? How many hit points does that have? 960. Oh, 2,000. Yeah, there's no way. My daughter is watching and said, wow, he has a lot of potions. Yes, yes I do. Remove a healer and add it in the CC. No, I don't think I'm going to do that. Sorry. I know what you mean. Valks will run. Really interested to see how it goes. Well, fingers crossed it works well. I am worried about that wall breaker in initially, guys. You know what I need to do? Sorry, I'm rambling on here and my troops are probably going to take a look at that. 28 minutes. So what we do need to do is get a potion. Because I have so many potions with my magic items. Oh, I have 5, look. Get that working for you guys. Still have my Builder Gold rune from one of the events ages ago. I just didn't use it. Never saw the need to. So once this is made, guys, I mean, I don't mind gemming it. I don't really want to. Saeed, welcome, my friend. I just want to get this planned correctly. Wall breakers have the second weirdest AI behind the Archer Queen. I agree, Anthony. They do have a bit of a weird AI. The Queen certainly does take that top. Are you in Warbash? No, he's not in this one. Good luck, Judo. You got this. Old guys rule. Thank you so much. My only worry is the 2 splash damage defenses here, which could literally fry my wall breakers. I think what I'm going to do is just single tap them in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I've got plenty of them because that's the only area I'm feeling like wall breakering in. Then I'm going to basically jump in this area here, right in between this mortar and archer tower. Bang all of the ballers in there. Grand Warden's ability right after they've taken a bit of damage here. Over this bomb tower. Heal spell after that just to boost them up. And then round they go from there. Plenty of rage spells. I think we've got this. I think we've got this. What I do need to remember is to lure that CC. If I forget to do that, You're increasingly getting anxious. Don't overthink, Elizabeth. I appreciate the support. I am getting anxious. The numbers are going up and up. And with that becomes more pressure to get this done. Good old wall breaker roulette. Hate that splash damage, yes. And if there's one troop that I struggle with more than anything else, it is the wall breakers, guys. I really do struggle with them. Struggle with them a lot. But let's see, we have a live attack. Let's take our mind off that for a moment and we will come back to it. We will get that live hit. So many 9.5 bases. I don't really understand what's happening here. But this is a Town Hall 10 attacking this one with Hog Riders. So we can probably say that it should be a 3-star. Did you say get more people, Kappa? The more the merrier. More the merrier. We're at 93 on my screen, so that is awesome. Thank you so much for the support. It's great to see everyone coming out in numbers for this Reddit event. And again, thank you so much to all of the organizers. Let's get into this attack though. So, nice use of the bowler in order to set that funnel. What I immediately like about this attack is it's a 9.5 base and this guy is a Town Hall 10, but you can see straight away that he's not overestimating, he's not underestimating this base. He's taking his time, he's setting up that funnel, he's getting things done correctly, and so many times I have underestimated bases and then failed. So out comes the CC, Valkyrie and Baby Dragon. Poison goes on top of that. Alongside that rage spell, I like the bowlers pushing in though. They are not going to walk at this point in time. There's nowhere for them to go. That giant bomb does massive damage next to that wizard tower. Thankfully, it didn't get a shot on the bowlers and they can continue their journey with the golem tanking. And again, fortunately, the bowlers didn't jump over that wall, because if they did, they could have hit that giant bomb, but so many of them already gone off. Now the Hog Riders come in and look at the pathing that they have. It was very important that he brought a separate group in here. Maybe he didn't expect that Tesla farm. Has to adjust and put that heal spell in, but the reason that's important is so that the Hog Riders can path straight down. They're not getting blasted by this wizard tower as they're stuck in that compartment. That's already down as the Hog Riders merge. Heal spell just about in range of that wizard tower. Double giant bomb set, but pre-healed the area very nicely. Would be fantastic to have a skeleton spell just to take them a poison spell, sorry, just to take them skeletons down. Hog Riders are going to finish off this one. We do have another live attack, so let's dive straight into that. We're at 99 viewers now. I've clicked the wrong replay. What a noob. Is going to be a 3-star attack, that one though, guys. There is no way that that's not going to be a 3-star. Bot Wolf. Oh, and Spancer is attacking as well. What is going on here? Let's just watch this one first, then we'll dive into Spancer's attack. We will watch the replays as well, guys, because there hasn't been a lot of action up until this point. Nice use of the witches on the outside. He's going to get good value on this side, but the healers are going to transition onto the bowlers in the middle. Jump spell. Wow, the troops are clumped together here, and that baby dragon is going to do work. Thankfully, it goes down, but the king is down already. The queen is there doing her thing. Bomb tower takes out so many bowlers. That could be costly, especially if they cannot get onto that single inferno. Bowlers bouncing off the wall onto it. They're going to protect the queen, and there you go. That heal spell protects them bowlers through towards the next single inferno. They actually bounce onto the wrong wall, but hopefully there you go, they go straight to that single inferno. It's looking good, guys, even though they lost a lot of troops at the start. Botwald here is absolutely smashing this. Bowlers on low health, and them wizard towers are going to do work. Thankfully, he's just about going to get it down to protect the witches at the top, and this is looking great, guys. Make sure to get some 3-star hype in the chat. That is going to do it. I think attack has flipped on its head quite quickly. I still think this is a 3. Who is with me in the chat? The golem is going to protect that queen all day long. Witches on the right hand side are going to create them skeletons. That is a 3-star attack. Let's get the celebratory wizard on the screen there, guys. Boom! 3 stars for the good guys here at Reddit Aardvark. We are the moderators versus the members of the Clash of Clans Reddit. 3-star hype. Boom! Welcome everyone just joining. Am I taking a heal? We will get back to it. C-Psych says he loves the Bow Witch. Fantastic stuff. 3-star hype in the chat. Boom! 3 stars for the good guys. There was a 3-star over on the members side of things as well, though. We did see that with the Hog Riders. Let's see how Spancer's attack is shaping up. Looks like it is going to be a 3. It's a dip attack as well, guys, which is good. It means that, as we were discussing earlier, I hopefully don't have to dip live for you on stream. Let's get some more 3-star hype in the chat. Why not? Bow Witch OP. I mean, in terms of them dip attacks, Migos, it is, for me, definitely the best dip attack strategy. It's just flawless, really, isn't it? Queen's ability gets popped. Get some more 3-star hype in the chat. Let's get that celebratory wizard in there. Boom! Plenty of stars racking in there for us moderators. And it's looking good for us, might we say, right now. Once that wraps up, we will quickly see how our troops are getting on and see if I can whack a 3-star in here for us as well. Fingers crossed. Spancer, the legend himself, getting them 3 stars for us. So that now takes us to 102 versus 90. Fantastic stuff. How many more Town Hall 10s do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4 more Town Hall 10s. That is it. Reigning triples. Ali G out of the chat. Fantastic stuff. Right, let's see how we are looking on my troops. We are good. We are good to go here, guys. I think we're just going to go for it. Like Elizabeth said earlier, try not to overthink it. We've kind of thought our plan through. We know that it has the potential to do it. I've certainly sat and thought about it. And now it's time to just put it into action. If it works, it works. If it doesn't, I look silly in front of over 100 people. So anyway, let's just see. We've planned it. We have planned it. Let's do this, guys. Okay, so I am going to kind of just sit for a couple of seconds and just kind of rethink the plan and kind of visualize things, how I plan this to go. So first things first, where do I want... So I want Baby Dragon onto the gold mine to then come down this direction. Although I could take that as well to keep the queen through, but I think actually... Yeah, helping out this way will be better. So Baby Dragon onto there. Once I've done that, Queen can come in onto the Builder's Hut with the healers. She starts to move around. Then I have to quickly lure Rage Spell in for that area. Pop the Wall Breakers in very gently as she comes into that area. Queen is then going to be under massive damage. I think I might need to press the ability here. I might need to press the ability because she's going to be taking the Queen. And a lot of these defenses, then the CC troops are going to come. Soon as the CC troops come down over, I am going to put a giant, hopefully, on this side, along with a couple of witches and bowlers to try and pin onto that wizard tower. Jump spell on there, and then the rest of them are going to come in alongside the Grand Warden. Ability's going to get pressed pretty early on, along with a heal spell. Then we'll rage around from there. Do need to try and save a rage spell for the back end here, but kind of we'll see how things go as we just kind of roll with it. Sometimes you have to adapt your plan as you go. Let's see, guys. Fingers crossed. I'm not going to commentate too much unless I feel I can. Hopefully it works out, guys. Hopefully we'll at least get the 2 stars, but I'm kind of rolling fully for the 3 here. I don't really have a backup plan for that town hall, so I'm kind of all fingers crossed that I get the 3. Let's go for it. So we want the Baby Dragon. Let's hope there's not an air mine. That would be awful. Baby Dragon is going the correct way. Thank you so much. I'm going to let it come that little bit further. Then the healers are going to come in. Fantastic. Let the Queen take that. Rage spell ready. Ready for that Queen. Get that rage spell in alongside the wall breakers. Let's just kind of slowly bring them forward. Come on, we need that area open. Boom, perfect. Queen is down. We need the Queen to go into that base. Get in that base, Queen. We need the Giants in, actually, to lure the CC. Get ready for another rage spell maybe on this Queen. She's going to take a lot of damage here. And I think that's most of the CC. She's walking around, not quite what I wanted. Get them ready there. Few bowlers. Get that jump spell in there. Okay, Queen has come in, but that's not a bad thing. That's not a bad thing, guys. Grand Warden's ability is going to get used now. hopefully tank through that area as well. Let's get that heal spell in there ready. I am watching the queen, guys. I am watching that very, very closely. Gonna have to press her ability. Let's get a rage spell in. Baby dragon onto this area. Come on, you got this. Oh, the queen's going the wrong way. No! That's not what I wanted. Oh, there comes more goblins. So let's put a... Did I not poison the CC before? I can't believe I didn't do that. Okay, that's about all we can do, guys, unfortunately. Let's actually get some wall breakers in. Maybe they can help. Well, the bowlers are onto the town hall, which is good. So at least we're going to... Come on, get that 2-star, get that... No! No! Oh, my word. Grand Warden, come on. We're not going to get it, guys, are we? Come on. Will that witch get it? I can't believe it. Oh, no. So we need to review and see what happened there. I can't believe we didn't... Right. Well, RIP healers. Damn. You didn't poison CC. Baby Dragon got the healers. CC smoked your healers. Yeah, dang. Let's watch it back. Let's watch it back. So Baby Dragon did exactly what I wanted it to do. Took them 2 buildings, set up the funnel for the queen. She went in and did exactly what I wanted. Now, I did want the queen to go around to the right-hand side to get this expo. She didn't do that. Maybe I should have set this side up a little bit sooner. I was too concentrated on watching that queen because I knew she was going to... I knew she was going to have a bit of trouble. I didn't need to take as many wall breakers as I did. I definitely overkilled that. I was too busy watching the queen at that point, but I kind of knew the CC would draw her back anyway, which was a good thing. Giant did lure all of the CC. She's kind of committed at this point, look. Didn't put my poison spell on there. How costly was that? Oh, no. Yes, you are right. That is where it all went wrong. The healers got roasted by the baby dragon. That is it. That is the main thing there. Had them healers have kept on the queen, I had to then press the ability early on. I had planned for the queen to come in, so kind of 2 main factors there. Poison spell on the CC cost me massively. That would have took down the healers. Such a noob mistake. I obviously realized once I got here and I was like, where's what? And yeah, I should have started this area quicker with the troops. That would have forced the queen where I wanted around this side, and had the poison spell have gone onto the CC, obviously what happened was the queen started to walk, and that meant that the baby dragons had direct access onto the healers. What you normally want to happen is the queen to be out in front so the CC troops lock onto the queen. Obviously you don't want them locking onto your healers. Man, that is painful. Honestly, guys, look at that. If the queen had gone this way... I mean, I guess the thing is that my bowlers would have still thinned out. Let's watch it one more time. My bowlers would have still thinned out at the top because that was all I had planned for the bowlers. And they didn't make it around. And I thought they would. So even... I mean, I guess the healers might have transitioned onto the bowlers, but that's not what I had planned. I thought the bowlers had enough strength to get right the way around. I had planned for the queen to come this way. So again, this is kind of working well. Then I didn't get my other troops in quick enough. Let's take a good look at them bowlers then. When did they go down? Thanks, Lord Vines. I do appreciate it. And the Grouch. I do appreciate the support. Again, I don't claim to be the best attacker in the world. So, you know... You win some, you lose some. You can't 3-star every base. That's just how it happens. What we do need to do is think about what went wrong, and then we can fix it. In a nutshell. So, getting the troops in quicker would have been helpful. Getting a poison onto the CC would have been helpful. Grand Warden's ability was nice. I mean, it protects all of them bowlers, which I expected it to. Heal spell is there through that bomb tower, so this is working perfectly at the moment. Oh, there's where it didn't quite go to plan. I had planned for the bowlers to hit the Eagle Artillery and onto the Town Hall, and they didn't do that. But they get fried somewhere up here. Where is it? They go down massively. Maybe it's these skeletons here. I had the poison spell on them, though, so I'm surprised it must be the giant bombs or something. They don't even take a lot of damage there, guys. There, it's that giant bomb. Fries. Oh, there's 2 giant bombs. 2 giant bombs. The baby dragon at the top actually worked really nice, didn't it? In order to keep the bowlers moving where they wanted, but didn't quite work out. If you poisoned and the healers switched to the bowlers, it would have been a different story. Ahmed, I agree. I think it would have been a different story. I'm actually gutted that I didn't even get the... I was going to say, did someone donate me a dropship? What is going on with that? It's upgraded. Yeah, clash bashing. You know how it is. You know, you win some, you lose some. Unfortunately, I feel my plan, you know, I took the time to plan it. Unfortunately, didn't quite come off though. Hopefully my clan, you know, appreciate it. They can come back and watch the stream. Honestly, I put the effort in. I didn't just spam it and attack in. Can't be amazing all the time, mate. That's what I always say. Yeah, well, I say that a lot. I end up using that excuse a lot. So I kind of feel like, although I do have a plan for number 1, I kind of need to take one for the team now. I've missed an attack. I've failed my attack, essentially. So I kind of do need to either dip or secure the 2 stars on this attack. I don't feel that I can go for glory and go for the 3 stars. I don't feel that would be the right thing to do for the team, and I'm a massive team player, guys. Don't feel miserable. I'm not miserable at all. I'm gutted that it didn't work out, but I'm not miserable. No way. Upgrade, not a donate. Yeah, exactly. Is it live? This is live, yes. I thought you meant this is alive. Love the live stream. Nice seeing new content. Thanks, mate. I do appreciate that one. Just trying to catch up on the chat here as best as I can. Yeah, thanks. Good attempt. Are you in Supercell's T? Yes, I am. I am under NDA, so yes. Replay your attacks. I'll replay it one more time. I'll not commentate over it this time, and then we'll see where we go from there. I think, like I said, I have a plan for base number 1, but I don't think it's wise. Let's calculate how many attacks there are. If there's enough attacks, maybe I'll wait on. Again, we're going to be streaming until another 2 hours, in fact, is my designated stream slot. So maybe we'll have enough time and there'll be enough attacks in order to do that. I doubt it, because there's still over 7 hours left in the war. And remember, Galadon is going to be streaming at the end of this, so expect some attacks for that. I'm guessing I need to either dip or get the 2 stars on base number 3. So Giant comes in, lures that. Again, I'm not going to commentate on it. I've commentated the others. Is it possible to join White Temple, says Assad. Of course it's possible. Go and check out their Twitter. Go join my Discord. You will see all of the information you need on there. Brandon, yes, I have a plan for it, but I'm never like 100% confident on an 11v11. I think that would be overconfident, so I'm not 100% confident in my... If you're saying follow your heart, my heart is to help the team right now and to either dip or to get the 2 stars. That's what I think I need to do in order to repay for my fail, basically. So yeah, this is my first attack. Bowler's basically thinned out towards the top. There they go. Blackjack Gaming says, when is Town Hall 12 coming? I mean, we still haven't had confirmation yet. Any of you that saw my video today, that was a pretty massive clue for me. Again, like I said in the video, I don't think Supercell would put that in by mistake, so who knows? And we can expect Town Hall content this year, Darian said, so hopefully this year. Do a friendly challenge first, just give yourself an idea of strategy. Yeah, I mean, that's always a good idea. Let's have a look at count the attacks. So we have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 Town Hall 11 attacks. Yeah, so I don't feel we need to dip. Grouch said hog plan on 1 sounds good from what you mentioned earlier, but yet might be served better elsewhere. I think it is going to be. What does E mean? Clash with Demon Apocalypse. Again, like I said in my video, I have no... It's very broad, that, isn't it? And I think once the update does hit and we know exactly what that E means, then it'll mean something. But right now, it's just kind of just a letter. Like, they could have said C, and that means Clash of Clans update. Like, it means, the letter E means nothing. It's obviously just, you know, giving us something to think about, which is pretty cool. A lot of nice comments on my video today, nice ideas about that E. The grouch there with end game content definitely means, definitely could be. Let's plan for this base anyway. I mean, safe 2-star strategy would be to... Town Hall's positioned at this side. We could Earthquake directly into there, look. We could actually Earthquake... Could we Earthquake that entire compartment? I think we could. If we put an Earthquake in the middle there, that would break all of them walls, because we couldn't do it with a single jump spell, but we could smash that entire area open with an Earthquake spell. That would provide us access into the Town Hall area. We'd easily get onto that single target Inferno at the back. I think that might be the idea in terms of cutting out that channel, if you will. And then we just need to pick up percent. There is a lot of percent at the top here that we can pick up. A set of Valkyries or something around the top might be good to kind of smash that. Just, you know, just kind of drip feed giants into the top as the Valkyries run around. And kind of smash this area. Might be helpful. Maybe 4 or 5 Valkyries onto this. And then I could put a giant here. As the Valkyries get to, let's see, here, another giant. Maybe 3 giants would help the Valkyries across that entire top side. That would be kind of 4 or 5 Valkyries. Earthquake straight into the middle. It's not a 3-star strategy, but it would secure the 2 stars. And ultimately, that's what I'm trying to do here. Earthquake Rage is 10 tiles. You will open the compartment. Yes, thank you for the help, Ahmed. That's appreciated. I don't think Town Hall 12 will be the first update this year. It's going to be Town Hall content first with Town Hall 12 later this year, says Lord Vimes. Wow. E means everything. We're getting Town Hall 15. I like it. I wish. Best to talk to Warriors about base number 3 before planning it. He has a 2, maybe 3 plan. Okay, Onyx, that's fine. I'll drop it, actually. I'm just trying to thank you for that. Let's have... Oh, yeah. If I'm honest, I tend not to open the chat in my live streams just because I don't know if people are talking about personal things in the chat. I don't want that being across the internet, so I will go from there. He can attack it if he wants. Yeah. Why don't I save my attack and then he can attack? We can watch it live and then we can maybe even adjust it. Maybe he just misses out on the 3, but there's a little adjustment we can make. Let's see. Let's see. Thank you, Onyx. I do appreciate that, my friend. Base got 3-starred by funneling ballers and witches in a 12 o'clock compartment and another jump into Town Hall compartment. Chat is just talking about how awesome Judo is. Fleeting, I do appreciate that, my friend. Anyone that's new here, obviously go ahead and subscribe. I think there's no other way of saying keeping on top of my content than asking people to subscribe. A lot of people get offended when people ask their viewers to subscribe. I can't see the issue, to be honest. If you're literally just subscribe, guys, subscribe to my channel, subscribe, like, yeah, it's irritating, but I don't ask a lot, guys. If there is anyone new, that's how you keep on top of my content. Make sure to subscribe. Are you going to rush to Town Hall 12 like what you did when Town Hall 11 released? Ahmed, I didn't go straight to Town Hall 11. I was at Town Hall 10 for probably about 2 years. I only upgraded to Town Hall 11 probably about a year after it was released, actually. I didn't rush straight through it. Call to actions are great. Yeah, I agree. They are, absolutely are. Clash bashing, thank you for sticking around, brother. I do appreciate that. Smash that like button. Yes, let's get all the chat hyped up on that. Nice stream, Judo. Keep it up. Thanks, buddy. Hello, stream. Yeah, there you go. You guys are on stream. Clash bashing with the $5 donation. Thank you so much. Thanks for the advice and tips, bud. Keep up the, let's see, keep up the great work. Everyone subscribe to Judo and leave a like, buddy. I so appreciate it. Get some donation hype in the chat. We have the celebratory wizard there for Clash bashing. Thank you so much. Let's go ahead and update all of our scoreboards here. Thank you so much, buddy. Honestly, it is very appreciated. And you will be the top donation this month, in fact, because I believe Bite Des was last month. Boom! Donation hype. Thank you so much. Again, all of the donations that we get on the channel go back into the channel. I actually just purchased this new pop filter and mic shield not too long ago with some of the donations that we got. So yeah, everything goes back into the channel basically. Gotta head out, bud. Have a great day, man. Had a blast hanging out with you today. Thanks so much, Clash Bashing, and drop me a line when you do want to play PUBG. Absolutely, I will be on there. Again, I say love this, like seeing and hearing breakdowns on war attacks, even if they were only 1 star. I do appreciate that, I really do. And yes, we will continue to do more of that absolutely in the future. We will hopefully get the live stream sessions set up as well, so that you guys can join in as well as we break things down. I would say not to hit too soon, because if it works, they might copy it. Do we have the same base or something? Maybe we have the same base that he has. Okay, so he's going to take that. You know what, guys? We might even just have to do a dip attack or something. I mean, what I could do is basically hold on until the end of the war, but then it means I'm not attacking on stream. Can't wait for the live tactics. Yeah. Okay, so we have base number 2 must be the same base as base number 3. So we don't want to smash it for 3 stars so that they can copy it. Which makes sense. We wouldn't want to do that. So why don't we pick a couple of attacks? We'll kind of get away from the planning of war attacks. I'll come back to it. We still have another over an hour and a half here to stream, so I might get into one of my attacks towards the end. Why don't we show you some not live attacks, some replays, sorry. Let's go down to Town Hall 9. So here we go. Hello everyone, the update will happen when it happens. Hopefully everyone is happy. Impact Prime Media, welcome to the stream, and I couldn't agree more. It'll happen when it happens. And yeah, it doesn't matter what they implement. They could implement the most boss update ever and people would still complain. You cannot please everyone. Hopefully the majority can be pleased. Challenge for you, says Ananda. Clash with Demon Apocalypse and J Hook. Thank you for subscribing to the channel, my friends. Do appreciate that. So with this one, we have set up a funnel with the Queen coming down the right hand side, but I don't think that was meant to happen. I think they were all meant to go into the middle. However, you know, we got the objectives we needed in terms of the Queen and CC, and then the Hog Riders can just kind of move around from there. As they move to the bottom of the base here, they are going to have a heal spell next to these wizard towers. In fact, that was a nice use of Hog Riders at the bottom in order to take that out. Poison spell onto the skeleton troops in the middle, and then the rest of the Hog Riders come down onto these defenses. Queen is going to continue around the side. Wish I had a clan like yours. This is not my clan, Yadhu. This is an event clan that was set up. It is pretty cool though. Again, thank you to all of the organisers that have gone ahead and set this up. Do you think Town Hall 10 needs some attack balance? It is so hard to 3-star a fresh hit. No, I don't actually, Ahmed. I think it's well balanced where it is. I think the Inferno Tower changes that they did, when was it, at the start of the year, have very much helped, but I don't think it needs any change. And yeah, don't really know as 30% hit rate, which we are kind of seeing in the CWL as well, is pretty much what I would expect. You know, that kind of happens. As you progress through the game, the hit ratio goes down a little bit. So, you know, if you look at Town Hall 7s, for example, the hit ratio will be through the roof. In terms of 3-star attacks, Town Hall 8s will then be quite high as well. Town Hall 9s will be less than that, but still quite high. It kind of drops down essentially as you go through the Town Hall levels, which is sensible. It should get harder as you move up through the levels. Let's have a look at what's going on. Seems like a choice of 2-star on 4 or... yeah. I'm thinking we might need to dip on one of these bases just to give my additions to the team. Otherwise I won't do anything. Is that 30% on max v max? We had data from the last Forum Cup where we had detailed defense data. The Town Hall 10 triple rate was abysmal. Really? That's interesting. I think the balance is best. Yeah. I mean, the 30% I know is from the CWL Onyx. I don't know of regular data. Obviously, I'm sure Supercell has that. But in terms of the CWL, I know it's about... in fact, I think it's just over 30%. I think it's about 31% or so. League Wars going perfect would be really bad. Yeah, I mean, it wouldn't be great, really. There does need to be some balance there. Let's pick another random attack that we can show you guys whilst we're waiting of a few more lives. Bot Fox, who we did see attacking earlier. This is a Town Hall 8, which there are Town Hall 8s at the end of the war here. I think there was about 8, if I remember rightly. I do love a good Town Hall 8 attack. It's one of my favourite levels, in fact. This one coming in with the Hog Riders. I haven't commentated a Town Hall 8 attack for probably over a year or something, which is mental. Golem coming in with plenty of wizards to create that funnel. I mean, this is a mass Hog Rider attack, which is, alongside the Dragloon, I would say them two attack strategies will get you the 3 stars at Town Hall 8 on pretty much any base layout. The Poison Spell on the CC is going to take that down quite nicely. King is hopefully going to come into the base in a second in order to take out this area. And once, well, the hope was to take out these defenses for pathing. He doesn't quite get that, but fortunately sets off a giant bomb at the top. Did you ever see a Town Hall 10 v 9 dip? You always see 11... Yeah, I mean, you do in more casual wars, but you don't tend to see them in League Wars, obviously. So that's where he wanted the King to take that, but actually there's no giant bombs there which would damage the Hog Riders. It does just mean, as you can see, they split up a little bit, and that just means they're a little bit less effective. I mean, he has plenty of heal spells for the end anyway, but when they split up, they can't protect each other as much, and the heal spells as well. You can't obviously group as many Hog Riders in with them heals. My PC is heating up. Well, I appreciate the support. You've been around for since the start of the stream, pretty much. We just went over 400 wins at level 16 clan. Wow, fantastic. Yeah, make sure to check out Demon Apocalypse's clan there. That's absolutely amazing success. With the Hog Riders, like we said, at Town Hall 8, they are pretty much going to wreck bases. I mean, that and, like we said, the Dragloon, I think, are the two best attack strategies that there are. Hogs are so good at Town Hall 8. I posted a Go Bo Ho Town Hall 8 guide yesterday in my channel, and it did very well on views and likes. Fantastic. Good for you, Ahmed. That's awesome. Yeah, I think the Go Bo Ho, the Go Va Ho, any kind of Hog Rider attack at Town Hall 8 is fantastic. And my personal favourite was the Dragloon, though. And the reason for that was when I did used to war in my mini account, everyone used Hog Riders. Everyone. So there were some bases that were set up, and a lot of them at Town Hall 8 are set up to purely defend Hog Riders. But they're easy for Dragloon, so that's why I like the Dragloon attack. Okay, so we have 6 hours left. Let's just kind of recap things for anyone that's just joining. This is the Moderator Massacre Event for Reddit, Clash of Clans Reddit, members versus mods basically, and we are here to have some fun. 14 attacks left for us and 19 for the members. They are behind at the moment, but they do have a couple of bases that they can easily get stars on, which they haven't even touched yet. One of them being my base. So, they have plenty of Town Hall 10s as well. There's 3 of them together there. So in terms of the score, they can easily pick up some stars, guys. It's going to be a close one. We're going to be streaming for about another hour and a half here, and then Galadon Gaming is going to be streaming at the end of the war. We did our first attack where we didn't quite get it here. Kind of went bust and went for the 3-star. Didn't get the 2-star. So someone else is going to have to clean that base after me, unfortunately. And because of that, I feel I need to help the team via either dipping or making sure we get the 2-star. However, one of our other members has a solid, safe 2-star and possibly 3-star strategy for base number 3. So I'm thinking that we're going to have to dip here. Ahmed says, I don't like Dragloon at Town Hall 8. In our feeder clan, we win 4 wars against a Town Hall 8 Dragloon attackers at the same base. Interesting. Interesting. Who's holding on to the most heroic spots? Let's have a look at that for you. There you go. Let's have a look at the most heroic attack on our side, which is Ethics Gradient. Let's have a look at his attack then. So it is a Town Hall 11, and it is the Town Hall 10v11 2-star attack at the top. And this is the one that we watched a little bit earlier because it was the base that I was thinking about attacking. No such thing as a friendly war. I completely agree, Lord Vimes. We mods have 10 Town Hall 11 attacks, 3 Town Hall 10 attacks, 1 Town Hall 9. Clashes have 12 Town Hall 11 attacks, 7 Town Hall 10 attacks, so they do have a lot more Town Hall 10 attacks than we do. They do. And the thing I always say on stream is when there is a lot of attacks left still, which there's still a significant amount of attacks left, it can still sway anyway because there's bases that are completely unhit that they might have a solid plan for and they don't want to hit straight away. They want to kind of almost give us that mental advantage and then just snatch it away from us. And again, they might be saving their solid attackers for the end as well. So you really can't tell when there's quite a lot of attacks left. I'd say we're sitting pretty good from the moderator side of things at the moment, but we will have to see how it just pans out for the rest of the stream, basically. We'll let you watch the rest of this one. I'm going to rest my voice for just a second here, but we did see how it panned out in terms of the 10v11. Got it done. Showed to me, in fact, that the Queen could do what was needed because my 3-star attack strategy was to basically jump into this area, get the Eagle Artillery, the Queen, the CC, and then hog rider the rest of the base. So let's just see. I think it could potentially work, but a lot of areas where it could go wrong as well. Onyx, I didn't realise that was you, buddy. Yeah, if the skeletons had have gone down and protected that Queen, absolutely, it would have provided the Queen the ability to walk right around. Your percentage would have been a lot higher, but you got the job done. You did what you needed to do, and yeah, I think your choice of where to bring in the Queen was fantastic. As a 3-star strat for me as a Town Hall 11, I would personally jump her in order to get that Eagle Artillery and the CC, and then kind of hog rider the rest of the base, essentially. Solid clashing higher, just checking in. Cause of Scouts, Ahmed. Well, thank you for checking in. Robbie, welcome back. Welcome back. Ahmed says, why always the end league wars? It's very much only Town Hall 11 attacks. Because the other bases are done. You basically work at the bottom and work your way up. You wouldn't start at the top and then work your way down. You then miss stars. You've got to allow for any dip attacks, essentially. And yeah, Town Hall 11 is where it matters. They save their attacks until the end. I'm going to quickly scout these bases and see if we do need to just dip. That would essentially help us in terms of getting one of these bases down, and then we wouldn't have to worry about it. So we should be able to take any of them here. Leo, welcome to the stream, and thank you for subscribing, buddy. I do appreciate that. Let's have a look at this. We could I mean, we should be able to get this base fairly easily. Oh, it's 3-starred. What am I talking? Do you guys do that? I do it all the time where I'm scouting bases and I'm like, oh yeah, we should be fine with this, and then it's already 3-starred. I'm like, what is wrong with me? I was clicking the wrong arrow is what it was. So we need to come up over. What a crazy person. Okay, so looking at this one. I mean, we should be fine with any of these, to be honest, but can you check my base? No, this is a live stream for a specific event, so that is all the live stream is going to entail today, unfortunately. I mean, we could take this base. Judo, bad luck that Elite Gaming didn't make playoffs in CWL. My clan is applying next season. Solid clashing. All the best, my friend. Easiest stars are at the bottom. Clean from the bottom. That's War 101. The Grouch. I completely agree. I completely agree. You know what, guys? I think we're going to have to dip and take one of these bases. The only other thing I could do is essentially wait until the end of the war, and maybe then I could attempt on that 3-star on base number 1, but I think in terms of the team, I've had my 3-star attempt, I failed. I kind of need to take one for the team and dip. If you're watching Judo Sloth Gaming, press that subscribe button. Thank you so much, Lord Vines, I appreciate that. Goon is back home. Robbie, yes he is, and I wish him and his daughter all the very best. Goon is a very good friend of mine, and I have been talking to him through this difficult period for him and his family as well, and I wish them the very best. I am so glad to see them get home. Someone did it last war. He attacked a 3-starred base. I was about to kick him. Yes, 11 good if you need to pick one soon. I don't see a Town Hall 10 clearing it, and it's not even being scouted. I was thinking this one just because it's the highest one Onyx, but it's up to you. I can dip on whatever one you want. It was someone planning on attacking base number 9. It was just that this is the highest one, so, and it's only been 50%ed, so I was going to just quickly smash this one, to be honest. Quickly have a look at what's in the CC and things. Yadhu, thank you so much for supporting the stream. You've been around since the start, so good night and thank you so much for the support. So there is a dragon in the CC. We'd have to make sure to take that one down. How much distance is the CC? We could easily lure it, I guess. We could try to. Okay, which one did Onyx? Onyx said base number 11. This has been called. You need to pick one soon. Tim Bates said, how is the war going? The war is going very well. We are doing quite well from the Moderators side of things, but it is going to be a close one. The members certainly do still have a lot of attacks left, so it is going to be interesting to see how it does indeed pan out. It's not a well, yeah, it is a competitive war, but it's not super serious, no. Okay, yeah, well, how about I just plan and I take out base number 9? How about that? Oh, it's a friendly war, so I still have all my other troops. Okay. So I'm actually going to drop a bunch of these because I'm not going to need them. Let's get rid of all of them. A few more witches. Don't need my wall breakers, actually. How many witches do I have? 7. Let's take one more witch. And then a few more bowlers, I think. Another wizard for that CC. Poison spell. I think we're going to need a jump spell for the middle as well. What we're going to do, guys, is just dip on this base. I'm going to call it real quick. And then that is my kind of commitment to the team, essentially, because I do feel bad for going for the 3 stars when we should have secured the 2. But that's how it goes. I mean, if you're planning for the 3 stars, I would have had to have wasted a jump spell in order to get to the middle. It wouldn't have essentially worked as well. So if we take 1, 2... I think I'm going to take 3 jump spells, actually. 1 heal spell. Yeah, that should be fine. Get CC Giants for your attack. I'm going to, Ahmed, yeah. I'm going to get them for that single Inferno. So I'm going to get Giants and let's put a jump spell there. Giants and a jump spell, I think. Okay, then that should be enough for that. And boom, thought this was CWL, laughing my ass off. No, CWL will be back pretty soon. I think it's next week it starts again on the playoffs. Bye week this weekend. Elite Gaming aren't in it, so I'm not sure whether I'll be able to stream any of the playoff wars. We'll just have to see if anyone lets us in. Yeah, bragging rights do go a long way. Hopefully we can get this one done. We'll wait for the rest of my troops, but it shouldn't be too long here, and then 2 minutes in fact, then we should be able to go ahead and take that base. There is a dragon in the CC. That's one thing that you can sometimes overlook. I've taken some wizards in order to help take that down. Should I lure it? I guess I could get a Hog Rider onto... Oh no, I can't because there's a Tesla there. Made a CC unlurable. I'm not going to worry about it too much. I think a well-timed poison spell and the wizards will be enough to take that dragon down. So I'm not really going to worry about it too much. I could take an extra poison spell if I was concerned about it, but I'm not really that concerned. I think with my 3 wizards and the poison spell, I should be good to take that down, rage the ballers through. I'm going to send the queen around the side of the base though, and then she can kind of come right the way around. I'm going to send her down the bottom here. Jump here, here, and here. Yeah, that'd be fine. Nick Logan says PUBG Mobile. I will be playing it again soon. As you guys know, I have been doing content on the channel with it, but this is the Reddit Moderator Massacre Event, so that's what we're focusing on today. You don't need 3 jumps, 2 will open the whole base. Guess I can take wall breakers for there. 1, 2. Yeah, you're right. I don't really need a 3rd jump. I take some wall breakers, I can get them into that area. Bust that jump spell here and here. Yeah, let's do that. Let's take some wall breakers instead. That way I can take a 2nd poison for that CC. Again, guys, this is part of, you know, your dip attacks. Don't underestimate them. You still need to plan, essentially. We have a live attack, then we'll come back to this. You still need to plan. If you don't plan your attacks and you underestimate the base, that is when fails can happen. I need my weekly dose of CWL Judo. I'll try my best, but it's basically if any clans let me in to watch. We're not too sure whether people will want us to do that, so we'll have to wait and see whether they want us to. For this one, this is a 10v10 attempt, so hopefully we can get this done. Kitty's Gaming, welcome to the stream. Balloons go down to the poison, but the ballers have taken massive damage there. Unfortunately, the little Tesla farm next to the town hall have distracted the king. Queen has done a fantastic job getting that Inferno tower. Now she's going to get the enemy queen. Press that ability. Oh no, he missed the queen ability. Too busy watching the hogs, and the queen stayed up. Oh, if that had gone down, this would have been looking good, but I think that might cost him the entire raid. That queen is going to one-shot pretty much, or 2-shot them Hog Riders. That queen ability was what was needed, guys. Let's see how far the Hog Riders get. Obviously, they're going down. We have 2 heal spells. Oh, it's absolutely devastating because I think he could have got that done. He has more than enough Hog Riders to get through this final part. And if the queen had have gone down, she wouldn't have been taking out them Hog Riders, so we would have had more for the final part. Has he disconnected, or is that my internet? We'll have to find out. Oh, that is awful. That is devastating because I think he would have done that. He has another heal spell up for this final area. More Hog Riders. If that queen hadn't have survived, I think he might have got it. Remember, poison the CC Judo. I will try my best. Leader of the Clasher here. That is awesome. Wall break the first layer of walls. Jump on the second 2 wizard towers. Second with... Yeah, that's exactly what I'm going to do. That's exactly what I'm going to do. Ahmed, thank you for the advice. So didn't quite get that one done. Let's drop... I think let's drop another witch, actually. Drop a witch. Take... Probably going to take all of them as wall breakers. Then we can drop a jump spell. Let's take... Do we take a heal spell? Might actually take another heal spell. Let's have a quick look at this. Is there any merit in taking... Yeah, I'm just going to take another heal spell. Yeah, that definitely did cost him the attack. So let's take another heal. Once that's cooked up, we will then go ahead and go for it, guys. So that initial rage spell is going to just encompass the walls as well, so that the wall breakers will bust through that. So let's see, if we put the giants onto there, get that funnel. Queen here as she's tanking. Okay, have a little bit of a look at this. I think what we're going to do is put a bowler on here to take out this mortar. Once that is done, we can then put the giants here without worrying about them walking. So we need a bowler on here, take out that mortar, witches and bowlers to set the funnel. This will be created, the funnel there. Then the queen can come. Yeah, that's exactly what we're going to do. As we're doing Judo's Discord channel, loads of players asking for squads. Is that squads in terms of PUBG? I will be trying to do some more playing with subscribers shortly. Is the poison spell OP? I don't think so. I don't think it's OP. I think it's perfect, in fact. It does what it needs to do, essentially. Ahmed coming in with all of the techniques here. I could do, but I think a bowler bounce will get that, in fact. I could put a loon in there, but then that loon's going to be wasted, whereas if I put a bowler to bounce off this elixir collector onto the mortar to take that out, then the bowler is then going to continue to set the funnel here for me. So I'm actually not going to take the balloon. Thank you for the suggestion, but I'm not going to do that. I could essentially maybe sneak a minion in would help, but I think I can do it from the bowler bounce. Migos, yes, of course, go ahead and join my Discord. You'll get to you will get to keep up to date with all of my news and content, and you guys can chat about games as well, provide strategy for base layouts, share your base layouts, anything really. I have a Clash of Clans chat within that. Bowler may not take it if not placed correctly. Yeah, if not placed correctly, I'll just have to put another one in and make sure that it does take it correctly, essentially. Let's get into it, guys. I think it's about time to smash this base. I'm quite confident. I do know what you're saying. I do need that mortar down, but I think if I get the bowler onto the side of there, boom, it should bounce onto that. And even if not, it's going to be with out of range that I could put one in essentially to then take it out. So I'm not worried about that mortar. I think it's going to go down. Is there any giant bombs on the outside? Is the one thing I want to quickly check. Just because I aim to send some bowlers and witches around the top there. And with that mortar being on the outside, that's always a bit fishy. People do that so that your giants get walked around the side, but they also do that to hide giant bombs. So essentially there could be a giant bomb here. Not going to worry about it too much, guys. I don't think it's going to be an issue. We are at Town Hall 11, so if we dip fail live on stream, then I need to just quit the game. Giants here, wall breakers, rage spell. Yeah, I think we're good, guys. I think we're good with this. Judo hype. Balloon is not high risk. The mortar may pull the giants. That will ruin the attack. Ahmed, I know what you're saying, but I'm going to take it out first with a bowler. Watch. Watch what I do. It's going to go down. It's not going to pull the giants. That has to go down before I put the giants in. I agree, but my bowler is going to take it out. And then what that means is I'm not wasting a bowler. I'm not wasting a balloon. If I put a balloon in, it's basically going to not give me any extra value. It's then going to just go down. That's 5 troops just to take out the mortar, whereas if I put the bowler in, that will then continue and merge with the rest of my attack. So watch how I do this. You'll know exactly what I mean when I do it. Let's go for it, guys. Quickly check my army. Boom, 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 boom. Let's go. So this is what I mean, Ahmed. Boom. That mortar is going to go down now, look. That will be gone. Then I don't need to worry about it. So, let's now... There we are. Mortar is down. Don't need to worry about it. Giants come in. Put a couple of witches to start creating that funnel as well. Rage spell in. Oh, I forgot the wizards. No, 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 no. That is not good, guys. The wizards were in there to take out that giant, in fact. So, that is not good. To take out the dragon, sorry. Now it's going to go down, look. Oh, that's not good, though. I might have lost too many bowlers there. Hopefully not. I mean, there's still quite a lot. We need that single inferno down, which it does. Yeah, we're good. It's obviously... Like we said, it's a dip attack, so... But I forgot to put the wizards in. I've had a lot of mistakes this war. That first one, not putting the CC down. I mean, this is good now. I'm not worried one bit now. A minute and 40 seconds left. So many bowlers and witches. I'd basically planned for the 3 wizards to take out the dragon. The thing about a dragon in a CC, it's not really going to keep up with your bowlers for a little while. You can kind of... heal through it, but you do need to essentially have a plan for it, and my plan was to use the Grand Warden's ability, being a Town Hall 11, but also sneak a couple of wizards in. They would be able to take it down under rage very easily, and I forgot to deploy them. So 2 very critical errors this war, essentially, in terms of not putting the wizards in there, and in that first attack not putting the poison spell in to use that queen ability just in case we disconnect and something weird happens. Boom, I feel a little bit better now. We've got that dip attack in. At least we've provided something to the team here. So there we go. 3 stars for the good guys. Let's get that celebratory wizard in the house. Ahmed says, good job, Yadhu. I thought you were leaving, Yadhu, but I'm glad you're still here. Thank you so much. Looks good, said the Grouch. GG, Lord Vimes, thank you so much. Yeah, I mean, we should be taking dip attack, shouldn't we? Let's review that. So, Ahmed, I trust your bowler pounds. Yeah, thank you so much. Placement is perfect. So, yeah, you have to think about where the bowler is going to bounce, essentially. So, if I had put the bowler in, like, directly next to the elixir, it's going to straight target the center of that defense. So, you need to line it up. So you can see perfectly here how I've placed the bowler in a line so that you put the building that it attacks in between where you want to attack. If I'd have placed the bowler down here, for example, it would have shot up here. So you need to put the bowler essentially where you want to attack that second building, and the first building has to have more hit points than the second. Otherwise you can take out the first, the bowler retargets, and you don't take out the second. So as you can see, boom. Down that goes. Now this bowler isn't wasted. Yes, it's 1 extra troop capacity than the balloon, sorry, but it's going to continue to do its job, tanking and taking out buildings here, setting up that funnel, then merge in with the rest. So that's perfect. Wall breakers did the job there, got both of them compartments open. I didn't have the wizards in, so if the wizards had have been in this mix, again, we've got the heal spell in to ensure that that dragon doesn't take out too many bowlers. Grand Warden's ability at Town Hall 11 provides me with that little bit extra coverage, but at this point, look, the wizards are lagging behind, and the dragon is doing a little bit of damage onto the bowlers, so I should have got the wizards in a little bit quicker. Other than that, there's not a lot to it. I had the jump spell directly onto that single inferno at the back. Other than taking a little bit of extra damage from the dragon, didn't really have to worry about that one. Absolutely smashed it with that bow witch. And like I said, for dip attacks, the bow witch is, for me, just the best attack. You can take such a variety of bases. Ahmed, you're very welcome. I hope it comes into play. It doesn't always work. I mean, sometimes I use it on attacks, sometimes I don't, but it's just 1 extra tip in your back pocket that you can use. So, yeah. just thinking about as well. I mean, your tactic with the balloon was perfect for the mortar, but you've just got to think as the attack progresses, that balloon wouldn't have then added anything else, whereas the bowler did. So that's why, even though it was one extra space, for me, it was the better option in that choice. Weezo said Town Hall 12 possibility after current Clash events ends. I mean, anyone that watched my video from today, you guys will have seen the clue that Supercell put out, or I mean, we can assume it's a clue in terms of that video. And again, like I said in the video, Supercell are a smart company. They wouldn't just randomly put something out like that, I don't think. So it's a pretty big clue. Like we said, it's a 2-week event, so hopefully after it does finish, we might know a little bit more. Clash with Demon Apocalypse again, only one spot left, can't do heal and poison. What do you mean? I'm not sure what you mean. Maybe you're talking about my attack, or unless you're talking about one of your attacks, I'm not too sure. Brandon says, nice job, wrecked. Added self-pressure during live attacks, Judo. Done yourself proud. Thank you so much, Grouch. I do appreciate that. And I appreciate the continued support you've shown on my channel the last couple of weeks anyway. I really do appreciate it. We have just about another hour left, guys, for this event in terms of me streaming. If you haven't already, make sure to follow Galadon Gaming. In fact, what I'm going to do real quick is go onto Reddit for Clash of Clans and pull up the thread that you guys need to go to. So you will see that Galadon is going to be streaming the final hour on Mixer. So here is the thread for the event. Boom, you guys can go and visit there. Zombie Hunter, welcome to the stream, my friend. I do appreciate it. Big fan of your work. You know, I've seen you on them live streams as well. Absolutely crushing it. Obey a trail. Baby a trial. I'm not sure what you mean, Robbie. Yes, that is the thread you can go to in order to see the link for Galadon's stream. He will be streaming the final hour. Like I said, my plan didn't quite work out for base number 4. The reason I went for that one first was because we needed the 2-star. However, I didn't plan for the 2-star necessarily. I was just kind of hoping to get it along the way. Didn't. So that's why I chose to dip. I did have my plan, which I explained to you guys for base number 1, but I chose to dip because I'd kind of failed that one, and essentially, if anyone then needs to dip, it should be me for failing the attack, because that's how team players work, essentially. Long-time subscriber, Judo, just voicing myself much more lately. Well, thank you, I do appreciate that. My clan missed 12 attacks in the last war. Time for a change. Max Mac. Oh, welcome back, Max Mac. You were around on my streams quite a little while ago. Yeah, I mean, definitely needs to be something said to those that missed the attacks. William, welcome to the stream. Thanks, you rock, Judo. Amped to see you stream. Thanks, Zombie Hunter. I did put my attacks live there, and I showed my planning for them as well. Didn't quite pay out on this one, but all we're going to do for the next hour is essentially show you guys the live attacks. We might even just put on some replays as well in the background, because what it meant before was I was able to plan my attacks with you guys, but now that I've done them, essentially we're at a bit of a stalemate. I just want a new main village troop. It is so important to me. You know, there's been a lot of discussion about new troops, and I think Darian very much set the tone at the start of the year that this year was going to be a big year for Clash of Clans. I would hope that there's a new troop within that. I do think it is what the game needs, and we'll just keep our fingers crossed, basically. E-Wiz coming to Clash of Clans. I just saw a video about it. Wow. There were a lot of people talking about the E-Wiz. Obviously, it's the troop from Clash Royale, and Darian did say the letter E was a clue. I think that's a very broad statement. I don't necessarily think we're going to be able to guess what it means until we actually see what it is. Remy, welcome to the stream. Hope not, would rather have a completely new troop. Yeah, I can see why people don't... Oh, did he? Onyx says he ruled out the Electro Wizard today. I didn't see that, actually, but thank you for informing us that, Onyx. Was that on the forums, was it? I know I'd created my video and discussed, you know, what Darian has been saying. I know he'd ruled out the electric blue walls that people were thinking it meant, but I didn't see that he'd ruled out the Electro Wizard. That's well, I guess, pretty cool if people are wanting new troops. Not Clash Royale troops, what I mean by that. I always watch your channel for the latest news and update strategies. Thank you so much, Max Mac. Jarvid, welcome to the stream. Yes, on the forum, he said no Clash Royale troops coming to Clash of Clans except temporary ones. Interesting stuff. Yeah, I didn't see that. I tend to lurk on the forums now more than anything else. Elliot, welcome back, my friend. Yes, hadn't been watching COC streams for a while. That's probably because I haven't done too many other than the CWL streams. Obviously, I did that every single week. Elite Gaming now unfortunately out. Why don't we put a couple of replays just on in the background as I'm reading the comments so that you guys have got something to look at as we're reading this as well. Darian posted on the forum along with the Jam video link that over the next few weeks we'll see some stuff. Awesome. Yeah, well, we do have a 14-day event, so like I said in my video, hopefully towards the end of that 2 weeks we might know a little bit more about what's happening, basically. But yeah, I mean, there was some big clues in that video, wasn't there? I don't think Supercell would tease us too much like that and then not follow through. So let's just see. Nothing major until CWL finishes is your guess. Yeah, I mean, we still do have a few good weeks for the CWL, but it's... anyone that watched the playoff show last night that I took part in, man, I cannot say enough how hyped I am for the end of this season. I think it's been the most exciting and competitive season for invites so far, and man, the clans have just been so... I mean... We were talking at length, obviously, about each and every clan that made it to the playoff, and the ones that didn't. They're so competitive. I can't wait for the finals either. I think it's going to be absolutely fantastic. And you guys got to see my predictions. I think Spartan's Legacy and Forbidden is going to be in the final. That was my prediction. But again, like I said, I wouldn't be surprised either way if it wasn't. There's so many top competitive clans in there. Could really end up being any one of them. When the new troop comes, it has to be a troop that can be used in wars. Don't want stuff like goblins, archers and barbs. Do you not use them in wars? Yeah, I know what you mean. I wouldn't have thought they would add, like, unless they would add it alongside something else. I don't think they would add like a tier 1 troop, essentially. That's just my opinion. I think in terms of the community and kind of... Darian said in the Springtrap show with my good friend Echo Through Me that they were going to try and give the community what it wanted this year, essentially. And a tier 1 troop, I agree. I don't think that's going to be what the community wants. Gotta go big troop to balance out defenses. Won't see much something like the Arch. Yeah, Jarvid, I agree. I don't think so. Jason said, I personally think Supercell should introduce new Town Hall content, not a new Town Hall level. We free-to-play players done maxing Town Hall 11, some will be at Town Hall 30 already. Yeah, I know what you mean. Some people are going to... Gargadon uploaded about Town Hall 12. Yeah, I uploaded one myself. In fact, I uploaded mine before Gargadon, so boom! Go check mine out. Do you know what we need as a troop? A new thing we never seen before. Yeah, that's what we were saying. People don't... kind of in the chat there, the consensus was they didn't want a troop from Clash Royale. I know a lot of people don't like that. I'm personally not... I'm not against it, if I'm honest. I think... Clash of Clans and Clash Royale, they are supposed to be like a parallel universe, and I can't see that. I could see if they never introduced anything real, anything new, if they just constantly took things from from Clash Royale and didn't introduce anything new for Clash of Clans that Clash Royale could then potentially take off them, then I could see where people could complain. But the odd troop coming across from Clash Royale, I think that's perfectly fine. YouTube blowing up on Town Hall 12. Well, it's been discussed for quite some time, hasn't it? And like we said in the video today, you know, it certainly looked like the builder upgrading Town Hall 11. Supercell are not, they're not silly. I don't think they would do that to troll the community, essentially, but who knows? It hasn't necessarily been confirmed. We'll just have to wait and see, like we said, until after this event. Any new troop in the game would be good, I think. I agree, Grouch. I think any new troop would be good. I would like to see, you know, like you said, I would like to see something completely new that we haven't seen before, but time will tell, I guess. If it is something from Clash Royale, I wouldn't be necessarily upset either. Jarvid very much wanting original troops, not Clash Royale. A hero killer troop would be sweet. Do you mean something that directly targets the hero? That would be interesting, Lord Vimes. Definitely interesting, that one. A troop that support the others like a moving heal spell. I've got it. The healer. We need a healer. No, we got that, Ahmed. We don't need that anymore. I like your thinking, but I don't think we need it. Maybe a troop like I don't play Clash Royale a lot. I play it very casually. Is it the lumberjack that throws down the rage spell? Maybe something like that, that when it blows up, it has a rage spell for all of your troops, like a very small tile radius or something like that. That would be pretty cool. Visit India someday. I would like to visit India. It would be pretty cool. Clutch Games, welcome to the stream. Maybe a flying machine. Interesting stuff. Shrink spell revisited. I loved the shrink spell. I've got to be honest with you. Not many people liked it. It was kind of almost hated within the community. I loved it. I thought it was very, very entertaining. I can see why people didn't like it for wars. It was highly irritating, but I thought it was fantastic. Judo, do you think the heroes will be getting equipment? That'd be interesting to be able to kind of customize your heroes a little bit. What did the shrink spell do? It was essentially, yeah, it was a novelty kind of thing. Jamie, if you go on my previous videos, you might be able to see, I think I even have a playlist of it. It was a trap. It wasn't a spell. Where when your opponent had it down very much like a skeleton trap, essentially, it would go off and it would shrink all of the troops within that area. It was brilliant, I thought. You should be able to choose how your heroes look like. Yeah, customizable heroes would be interesting, definitely. Definitely would be interesting. Maybe a new spell, the revive spell, says Jarvid. That is an idea that has been kind of popped around the forums and Reddit quite a bit, hasn't it? The revive spell, but I don't know. I'm not sold on the idea itself. The shrink trap was so funny to watch. It was. And I did experiments as well. I tried to shrink an entire army, heroes involved, and we did it as well. If you check out my videos, you'll see that we basically tried to shrink 240 at the time, 240 troop capacity and all 3 heroes, and we succeeded as well. Got every single one of them plowed in, spam central into that area, boom, shrunk a lot of them. It was good fun. So we haven't seen a live attack for a little while. I kind of knew this, you know, I wanted to get involved with this event, as I always do with the, you know, the forums and the Reddit events and things like that. I appreciate the work these guys put in. I kind of lurk on the forums and Reddit more than anything else. I don't tend to post too much anymore. But obviously any events they put on, I'd love to get involved with. And I knew that this was the only time slot I could take, essentially, because it would be too late at night for the end of the war. So I'm happy to do that, but I knew the live attacks wouldn't necessarily be coming in thick and fast. Ahmed said, you know what, we need a Judo Sloth troop. A troop only 3-star dips and fails 11v11. Sweet idea. I tell you what, Clash of Clans, let me see if I can find this. If you guys find it before me, feel free to share the link with me in the chat. There was a Clash of Clans event that was held. I think there was even gems involved with it, where you had to create a troop and put it forth on the forums, and someone put forward a Judo Sloth troop. I'll see if I can find it for you guys. Quickly see if I can find it, and then I'll send the link out into the chat if I do find it. I don't necessarily think I'll be able to, but it was pretty cool. Someone put forward a Judo Sloth troop. It was a picture of 2 guys in a judo fight, and yeah, I can't find it just with a quick search here anyway, guys. I put forward a troop as well. My troop was a random troop. Now, it wouldn't be used in wars, that's what I put, but it was a mystery troop. So essentially, you had a small, medium or large mystery troop. The small would be 5 troop capacity, or I think it might have been, no, it was a 3 troop capacity, but you had the potential to get any troop from placing that down that was worth 1 through 5 capacity. Then there was a medium one as well, which I think was 7, and you had the potential of getting a 5 through 10 sized troop within that, and then the large, which was about 15, and you had the potential of getting 10 through 25 or 30, whatever it is. And you would put it down, and you might hit lucky, you might get a golem out of only 10 troop space, but you might hit unlucky as well and just get, you know, a dragon or something like that. So it would have been fun for a bit of a laugh. That was my troop suggestion, but yeah. What about the Ice Wizard? I love the Ice Wizard. I think next winter it will come back as well. I don't think they'll add it permanently. I like the idea of them having temporary troops, actually. I know a lot of people like the Ice Wizard. I did as well. I think it was a great funneling troop, especially pinning it onto them defenses, but I think it is kind of cool to have it as a temporary troop. Who made your new logo? I will be live streaming another French Clash of Clans event that will be next month. It has been announced on Twitter. I haven't started sharing it because it's still a good few weeks away, and basically I was in the process of discussing designs with people for a new logo, and they had one of their GFX artists create a brand new logo for me in order to say thanks for streaming the war. So I thought that was really kind of them, and you guys will see that next month. You will hear all about it. That sounds like a good idea, Judo. Lord Vimes, it was kind of a fun idea. It sounded terrible there actually when I was explaining it, but trust me, it you know, sounded like it would have been a bit funner than anything else. Witches might get level up in Town Hall 12, says Yadhu. Yeah, I mean, if it comes, we could expect definitely that some troops would be upgraded, definitely. Weezo said, Judo, when a new troop comes, do you think it will be ground or air? Interesting. I'd never even thought of that as a question. Yadhu says ground. Let's have a look at it. I guess, I mean, the new troops we've had, when I started the game, we already had the golem. So whilst I've been playing Clash of Clans, we've had the witch as a ground troop, the lava hound is an air troop, and then the bowler is a ground troop. So I guess you could, let's count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 ground troops. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 air troops. So there is more of an emphasis on ground, but I don't know. What do you guys think? I would think... What do I think the game needs? In terms of air attacks, I think there's actually... I mean, there's good variety. Either way, I'd be happy. Either way, I would be happy. I would like to see the giant skeleton permanent, says Robbie. again, I like the giant skeleton. I didn't like it as much as the ice wizard. But I would like to see a new troop, obviously. I would like to see some temporary troops kept, though. I think it is special when they come back about. The ice wizard, there's a bit of hype around the ice wizard. It would just blend in as a kind of troop if it was there. There'd be no hype around it, I don't think. Dark troop to balance out, says the Grouch. Do we still have... It used to have, that was under the old system, wasn't it? Before it had this quick train menu, it had a coming soon. And I remember the 5 Dark Barracks troops, and there was a coming soon under each and every one of them, as if there was going to be 10 Dark Barracks troops. I mean, gosh knows how long that would take. What about a vehicle? I don't think vehicles would go into Clash of Clans. I don't think it would go into that era. We need a spell like skeletons to distract air defenses. Ahmed, you are full of fresh ideas. Jarvid, I disagree. I like the Ice Wizard. I think, you know, what it was good for example, was if you put a giant in here to distract this cannon, the Ice Wizard would then go to attack the defenses. It wouldn't attack here, so you could use it in combination with regular wizards to create a funnel fantastically for, let's say, your Lavaloon or your Hog Riders, them defense targeting troops, where one of the most important things is to create pathing for them. The Ice Wizard was fantastic for doing that. We are probably going to get another troop from Clash Royale, e.g. the Prince. I guess the Prince would fit into Clash of Clans. I don't know, any of you guys that saw the Springtrap show that I took part in, I said if we were going to take any troop from Clash Royale, I would say the Bandit. And I would say the Bandit that could get onto, you could toggle it to target any single building, so it wouldn't be like a defense targeting or any targeting. You could actually toggle it to attack the town hall if you wanted. They were way too fast for giants though, and defenses would lock onto them. Yeah, they would. Troop that explodes on damage like that, like the giant skeleton. Yeah, great thing about the Ice Wizards was it, yeah, exactly. It is midnight in our country. Well, you must be 1 hour ahead of me because it's 11:11 here. So we're going to be streaming for another 45 minutes or so. My kind of time slot was from 4 PM Eastern until 7 PM Eastern. So we're going to stream for another 45 minutes or so, catch the rest of the live attacks, and then we will wrap things up. Did manage to get my 2 attacks. Why don't we play the first one for you guys? This is the one where it all went wrong. Kind of planned for the 3 and it just didn't quite work. Ice Wizard wouldn't fit. It would eliminate the usage of freeze spells. Interesting. I don't think the freeze on the defense itself was necessarily that helpful, if I'm honest. I think it was more the fact that it just targeted defenses. It wasn't that the freeze on the defense did anything. I think that was very poor, in fact. When was the last time you researched something in your lab? Your Golem and Poison need upgrading. They do, but my Dark Elixir I've just been putting into my King, to be honest. He is not maxed yet, he's only level 43, so all of the Dark Elixir I get, I've been saving for him. Where in the UK are you? I'm from Newcastle up north. They may introduce Crusher-like defense in the main base. I don't think they'd take any defenses from the builder base and put them across, but you never know. I mean, they obviously took a lot of the defenses from the home village across to the builder base, so maybe. I'd never thought of them doing that, but they could do. No, Yadhu, I did not see that. MD from Bangladesh, welcome. Barry said, me too, that's awesome. Great to see a fellow Geordie up in the house. Well, I gotta be honest with you, I shouldn't really say that because I'm from the other side of the water originally, so I'm from Sunderland, and I'm a Sunderland fan, so Barry might now not be such a fan of me. 4:13 here. Well, I do appreciate you watching in the middle of the night, my friend. That is crazy. I do really appreciate the support. Be a Klaus, farm like a madman. I do. I certainly do. Jarvid, no, I don't think, I mean, look at this. There's plenty of people watching the stream. There are millions of people play it every day. It certainly isn't dead. Dead would mean nobody played it. That would be it. I play each and every day, so yeah, it's not dead. The Grouch from Edinburgh. I do remember you saying that. I had another fan from Edinburgh as well. I'm trying to think of her name. I think it was Michelle. She was from Edinburgh. That used to come into the live streams every once in a while as well. 3:43 AM in India. That is awesome. I would like a fire type ground troop. That would be sweet. Or an invisibility spell. Invisibility spell would be similar, but we have a live attack and we missed the start of it, guys. Finally, we have an attack to commentate. So we have a Queen Walk. It's a 10v10 Queen coming around the north of the base. Golem in the CC, interesting. That used to be very popular to defend against miners. Not quite being part of the meta recently. Let's have a look. Queen is getting very low at the top. If she gets this archer tower, she's going to be good. Wow, that was close, guys, and he needed that. Bowlers in the middle unfortunately go down. He does still have a decent amount down with the king, but I don't think he has enough to get to that single inferno. Does bring the Hog Riders in, but they've got a little bit of distance to go here before they get to the single inferno. Let's just see. Yeah, I think that single inferno is going to be what fries his troops. If he could have got to that air defense a little bit quicker, it might have helped protect the queen, but she is now going to take a lot of damage. Gets the safe 2-star, but unfortunately did not get the 3. Jocks and the Grouch, I do appreciate it, man. Town Hall 12 will have the Town Hall be a giant crusher. Hate the crusher on the main base. People saying they want the crusher, people saying they don't want the crusher. I don't think the crusher would come, to be honest. I don't think they'd pull it across from the builder base. Yadhu is off to watch Tony's video. That's absolutely fine. Come back when you're ready. So let's run down the scoreboard for you here. Anyone that is just joining, we are going to be streaming for about another 45 minutes. This is Reddit Moderator Massacre, the mods versus members Clash of Clans Reddit. We are sitting pretty good right now. We have basically a Town Hall 11 in order to pick stars up on. We need to 2-star one more of them, and then we have 3 Town Hall 10s to dip on. And we have plenty of Town Hall 11 attacks, so we should get some attempts at Town Hall 11 triple. I had a plan for number 1, however, I took a chance on base number 4 and it didn't pay off, so I felt I then needed to be one of the players that took a dip in order to put my bit for the team. Everyone should get their shot at a Town Hall 11 3-star. I had mine and it didn't work. Over on the members side, they have a few more bases to take. They have certainly more Town Hall 11s to take. They only have 1-stars on these bases and they have a couple untouched. Maybe they're saving me till last, I don't know, but my base hasn't been attacked yet. And they also have a couple of Town Hall 10s as well that they need to take. However, they still have a bunch of Town Hall 11 attacks as well, and they have more Town Hall 10. So we'll just have to see whether they decide to. What might be more helpful is for them to 2-star the 11s. We'll just have to see how they want to play it. It all depends on how confident you are with either 2-starring or 3-starring at your own Town Hall level. If it comes down to percentage, it's obviously better to 3-star at your own Town Hall level, but it all depends on their confidence. You deserve 1 million plus subs. Clutch Games, I appreciate the support, my friend, I really do. Maybe one day, who knows. Do you use Supercell ID? Yes, I most certainly do. I think it's a fantastic feature. You have 5 accounts. Wow, I have 3, and I haven't played my other 2 for quite some time. I will get back on them, guys, for videos. I've kind of just been incredibly busy with different events and kind of trying to get onto the live streams and the CWL, and there's just a lot to keep on top of. But I do want to try and get back on the Town Hall 8. We were obviously doing a push to Champions League, which just fell off the radar because I just didn't have time to keep up with it. I'll try and get back on that. And we also have a Town Hall 3. You might remember maybe a year and a half ago I started an account where we were going to do a let's play through the entire game. I got 3 episodes in and then kind of stopped that as well. But I will try and get back to them accounts, I think. Lord Vimes, I think that's a good mix. 7, 10 and 11. I would like a Town Hall 10 if I'm honest. I upgraded, I kept Town Hall 10 for the longest time because I love the challenge and the balance that Town Hall 10 has. I mean, I'm glad I did move up to Town Hall 11, but I wish I had a Town Hall 10. I just love the balance and how competitive it is there at the moment. Ahmed says he remembered the Town Hall 3 series, proper OG subscriber in the house. That was a long time ago, but I will try and get back on it as well because I do want to try and get back into what I did used to do a lot more Let's Play episodes than I do now. I've always been mainly focused on war content, which I still am, but I feel at the moment all I've done is war content. I haven't kind of been doing them other series. I think alongside the live stream events that we were discussing, I will try and bring them other accounts back. Robbie said he has 3 Town Hall accounts as well. That's pretty good. I think 3 is a good note. I mean, I don't know how you keep up with 5. That is crazy. Ashish, lots of love from India. Well, thank you for that. Obviously, a lot of people from India watching right now, and I believe it's in the middle of the night for you, so do appreciate that. I have 3 accounts, Max Town Hall 10, Max Town Hall 8, and mid-level Town Hall 10. That's a good mix as well. Nearly Max Town Hall 9, 3 Town Hall 6, and a Town Hall 7. Awesome. Well, when you get to Max Town Hall 9, obviously that's a nice place to be, but I do like how Supercell have kind of given people a bit more incentive to move up, essentially. My Town Hall 8 has been maxed for probably about 3 years, to be honest, 3.5 years, and I haven't upgraded anything. And I kind of wish I'd moved to Town Hall 9, but I do want to do the push to Champions League first, just to show you a little bit more attack strategy at Town Hall 8. Judo, did you see the new clan that joined the Mega family? No, I didn't. Didn't see that. Robbie says he has a Town Hall 9 and 2 Town Hall 7s. That is... I like Town Hall 7, if I'm honest. I like Town Hall 7 and 8. I like the success that you get. Let's show you a couple of more replays. Oh, this one is a dragon attack. Dragon and balloon, so this will be interesting. Okay, Clutch. Mega Raiders level 5, check it out. Awesome. If you guys want to go and check out that clan, go for it. Any of you guys that have seen my dragon attack strategy at Town Hall 9, go check it out. This is exactly what Hunter has done here, taking out 2 air defense initially. In fact, he's doing it a little bit differently. He's bringing the queen and king in for the enemy queen. And then it looks like he's going to have the lava loon portion onto the back end air defense. I guess that makes sense because they're both together. He could have brought the heroes in just to take that and then brought the dragons across. But I guess either way you can argue, you know, which one is better. Bashishan, welcome to the stream. A lot of easier max lower town halls since Supercell have added extra features to upgrade quicker. Yeah, I agree. But I do like that as well. I think it's important because I've been playing the game for nearly 5 years, and if I picked up the game right now and you quickly got to see how long it took to get to the end, I don't know how motivated you would be to keep at it, because I mean, it's just so far into the future, isn't it? So I do think it is important that they've sped it up. So here we are, dragons coming forward. Maybe oh no, he got it perfect actually. I didn't see the lava hound. I was going to say maybe a tad late on the lava loon, but you can see as the troops come forward, as the dragons come forward, you want that lava loon in to tank before they start getting hit from the air defense. So we actually timed that perfectly. And towards the end, obviously, you have so many dragons left over. Like I said, any of you guys that didn't see my Town Hall 9 guide for this, go check it out. It is an amazing attack on the correct bases. We'll come back onto it actually after this and show you why it is important. Upgrade Valk. Yeah, I agree, the Valk. I would say the Valks. But yeah, whatever you use most, Joe and Cena is right. Whatever you use most is definitely what you should upgrade. So 3 lightning spells and an earthquake, you can see, is enough to get rid of 2 air defense that are kind of a tile or 2 apart like that. Beautiful placement. And I like how he then uses the earthquake spell over the top in order to get a bit of damage on this air defense as well. That was very wise of him. Subscribe, like, and share the stream. Thank you for the support. If you do want to subscribe, there is my little slogan. Boom, go ahead and subscribe for more Clash of Clans. Can you show us some more Town Hall 9 war bases? Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to scout them per se, but I can show you some replays from it, absolutely. I would disagree that the P.E.K.K.A is useless, but I agree it's not as strong as the Valkyries. The Falcon at Town Hall 9 is a brilliant attack strategy, and it's working well. Let's pop out of this. Any of you guys that don't follow me on Twitter as well, boom, go and follow me on Twitter. You'll get to see, whenever I go live and things like that, you will get to see that. Thank you for subscribing to the Judo Sloth Squad. That's what we're going to call it. I try to have everything in offense upgraded. Yeah, I would go for offense first, absolutely. Let's check out another Town Hall 8. Let's show some Town Hall 8 some love. And again with the Hog Riders. I know you asked for Town Hall 9 bases. I will show that in a second. Let's show you some Town Hall 8 attacks. Yeah, I agree, Clutch Games. I think Town Hall 9 becomes very entertaining because of the Queen. It just adds so much more to it, doesn't it? And the Lava Hound as well. It opens up the doors for so much. Weezo said, will you stream the final hour of this war? No, because it's going to be in the middle of the night for me. So Galadon Gaming is already penciled in to stream the end of this. If you go to this thread, which is the thread for Reddit, I've just posted it in the chat, you will get to see the link for Galadon's streaming page on Mixer. That is where he'll be streaming the end of the war. So go show him some love. Make sure you let him know that you came from my stream. And yeah, he's a good friend, brilliant streamer, very entertaining. I'm sure you'll love it. Judo, what is your best troops in Town Hall 11? I mean, I tend to be best at the moment with Bow Witch, so the bowlers I think are fantastic at Town Hall 11. I think the bowlers as a fresh hit attack at Town Hall 11 is the best strategy. There's a lot of success with Lava Loon as well, but like we were saying earlier on in the stream, I'm not the best at Lava Loon. That's why we're going to create a series, a live stream series for Lava Loon. Try and get a bit better at it. You guys can try and get a bit better at it as well. Even if you're good at it, you can come and be one of the pros that teach me how to do it. And, you know, you can always improve, can't you? You can always improve. Our feeder clan is all about Town Hall 8. We never lose a war but drawed 3 times. That is awesome, Ahmed. What is your Town Hall 8 clan out of interest? We saw that base, didn't we? Let's have a look at this one. No, this is not my full-time job, Migos. You don't, I mean, you have to be a big-time YouTuber to make a lot of money off this, to be honest. Anyone that gets into this for money is not in the right frame of mind. I work in a hospital. That's my full-time job. This is a hobby that I do on a night time, and I love it, and I continue to do it, and I will continue to try my best for you guys. Clash of Clans is just, I don't know, I haven't played a game like it. No other game has drawn me into this level and has opened the doors that it has for me. I mean, I've made so many friends around the world, many of them in this war themselves. My good friend Lack from Australia I cannot talk highly enough of that guy. Such an amazing Dr. Judo Gaming. No, I'm a physical therapist, so not quite a doctor, but I wish I was on their salary. I wish I was on their salary. Yeah, but as I said, my good friend Lack, who's in this war as well, I hope that I do get to meet him again in Finland sometime soon, because I do miss our times. There you go, guys. I mean, 3-hour stream. I don't know about you guys, but if you just sit and talk for 3 hours, your voice does start to get a little bit sore, so do forgive me on that. We'll have to continue to drink my juice here and just hope for the best. The great Lack, you are right. Judo, whenever I use Lava Loon at Town Hall 11, I always feel it's so frustrating when I use Lava Loon. Weezo, the live stream event will be perfect for you then. Look out on my Twitter, look out on my Discord. I will be letting you know when I plan to do that. So if you guys are interested in that, follow me on Twitter. We have a live attack. Live attack. Boom. Come on. Yeah, look out on Twitter, look out on Discord. I'll be hitting up that series. Maybe it'll help you, Weezo. So this is interesting. You can't see the Queen look because of the healers. Fantastic stuff, but she is coming in from this left-hand side of the base. It is a 9.5 base. This one for the members against us. So there are some 9.5s in here. Let's see if he can get this one done with the Hog Riders. Looks like he's coming in very wisely from the top, and you will see that there's a bomb tower and 3 wizard towers at the top there. If he can take them down, his Hog Riders have a much easier job. In comes the jump spell. That's going to allow the Queen to come in. You could assume that there's going to be giant bombs in this compartment next to the Expo as well. That's obviously going to be important to get that down before the Hog Riders. He does use a few rage spells on the Queen, but for sure he is getting massive value. Thought he might have wanted to get these wizard towers, so I'm assuming he's going to have to come in with the Hog Riders towards that first thing. But we'll just have to see. Either way, he's going to have to come in somewhat surgically to get the pathing right. South or east, he's going to have to come in surgically with these Hog Riders. Continues with the King at the bottom of the screen to take out them defenses. If the King gets the Arch Tower, that is going to be massive in terms of the attack here. Yes, it is a 9.5. So there we are. There's the Hog Riders, and like we said, they are coming in somewhat surgically, but they're spread out, which is exactly what he needed in order to take out them defenses and provide the path for the Hog Riders to get in and merge into the middle of here. So he did that very, very well. Heal spell is exactly where it's needed after the giant bomb. Once the Hog Riders have took some damage, and a very nice group of Hog Riders to the bottom take out that defense so that the main group here can be merged in. They don't have to hit across, and boom, takes it out. Live hit, yes. I agree, it's not quite the same as the CWL wars. However, this isn't the end of the war, so we can kind of expect this. The CWL wars, obviously, I tend to stream around about the last hour and a half. We're going to be getting lots of hits. This isn't the end. So, like I said, I wanted to show my support, do what I could to help the forums and Reddit, as I always do. Obviously, this one being a Reddit event, I always get involved with both of them. And, yeah. This was kind of the best time slot I could do for them, so that is exactly what we're going to do. We have about a half hour left. 3-star hype, you are right. Let's get that celebratory wizard in the house, guys. Boom. The Grouch says Nuki Brown. Drunk too many of them in my town. I'm not a fan of it massively. Like I don't dislike it. I drink it from time to time, but not really for me. Well, I'm clearly for the Aardvarks. Clearly. That is me. Boom. Judo M71 Mark joining the stream. Is that you, Mark? Boom. Welcome to the stream, my friend. Great to see you around. So we are here for the Reddit Moderator Massacre Event. I didn't realise that was your account. Welcome. It's great to see you here. For anyone in the stream that doesn't know, me and Mark go back in terms of Clash of Clans quite a number of years now, from back in the Rising family clans, and I must have moved on from from them, 2.5 years ago or so. So I've known Mark quite some time. And again, you do get to meet friends through Clash of Clans as well that you just get on with very well. And Mark is one of them. Didn't quite get along to London Live when we did have it. But like I was saying earlier, I've made so many friends in terms of real life friends as well that I really consider my friends, like, you know, Klaus and many other content creators. Then we have, you know, like I was saying earlier, Lack from the forums, and there's many people who I would consider, you know, real friends that I've made through this game. So it's just fantastic, really. My clan level 13 and we do wars 33-30. But we are not sure about what the best CC defense are. So do you have any ideas? Well, what would you guys in the chat say? I guess it depends on what town hall level it is and what you're trying to defend. A Lava Hound is great for tanking for the queen if you're thinking the queen's going to come in and do a charge. Sometimes you set up bases so that you lure the attacker in from a certain area where they think it's going to be beneficial, and then boom, you have a trap for them. So the Lava Hound's great for that. Right now I would probably say the most popular CC is Baby Dragon, Valk and Witch, just because it's varied, and that's always quite good to kind of mix things up like that. What I would say is I am a massive fan of varying your CC throughout the town hall levels as well. So for example, you wouldn't have the same CC across each and every one of your town halls. It becomes predictable, and any predictable CC is not as effective as a surprise CC. That's how I look at it. Any future plans for anything Clash in the UK? Judo never knew about London Live. Yeah, it was a year and a half ago. Myself and a couple of other friends set it up, and it was an amazing amount of work. I mean, I got in from work, and for about 6 weeks I would get in from work and I'd be making phone calls all over the place because we set up, you know, it was getting an event, a venue, setting up all of the food plans, all of the kind of the internet plans, getting all the tickets sorted out, all the charity event funding, everything like that. It was a crazy amount of work. We have discussed setting up another London Live, a London Live 2.0, but it's very time consuming. I think one day we probably will pull it off, but I think we're all just a little bit busy with kind of what we're doing at the moment to seriously progress it forward. Every once in a while we kind of get back together and we discuss it, and I think we will do it at some point. The Grouch, you guys will be first to know. You have our Tyra from Logic Bomb as no one in Reddit Aardvark, just checking in to see how she was doing. Oh, well, thank you for that. Nick, welcome to the stream. One of my moderators here coming in with the donation again, so get some donation hype. I am going to add you to the donation list in a second, Nick, but we do have a live attack, and this is the one that we were looking at. I don't think this was the guy that thought he had a 3-star plan, but anyway, let's see how it turns out. So we have the queen on the right-hand side here. Interesting to bring the healers early on, with the air defense being so close. He's going to lose one of them healers. Not going to be the end of the world as the queen progresses forward, loses another to that air bomb. I mean, we could predict that there's a lot of traps in this area. You can almost see how it entices people in. I think he's going to take way too much damage for the 3-star here, but who knows? Let's see. Bowlers are going to get that CC. Baby Dragon still doing work on them bowlers, only at 30%. Remember, when I was scouting this for the 2-star, I was thinking of earthquaking this area to blast across and get that town hall, then bring Valks around the top here with a couple of giants to help with that 50. I think he probably is going to be good, especially, yeah, he got that archer tower, so that means the Baby Dragon can get a number of buildings at the bottom there, which is helpful. Where does he put the loons? He can get the Baby Dragon in here. Ooh. He needs 2 Baby Dragons, really. Yeah, he's not going to get the 50, guys. He is not going to get the 50. That is nuts. Oh, I don't think he's going to do it. He needs to get them archers in quick, basically, because what he needs to do is try and get the troops in so that the Eagle artillery can be tanked for. I think he'll get it, actually. I think there's a good chance he can get it here. So long as he can keep the Eagle artillery locked onto these archers, the baby dragon can do work. Needs one more building, and boom, he is going to just get it. Man, all that means is that we can now concentrate on the 3 stars for that. Nick, you're a beast, my friend. Again, thank you so much for the support. You donate each and every stream. I really do appreciate it. All of the donations basically at the moment go back into the channel. Like I said, just last week I purchased this new pop filter and the cover for my microphone so that the audio is a little bit better. Let's go ahead and add you there onto the MVP section. Boom, get some donation hype in there for Nick. That is awesome. Thank you so much, my friend. Understandable, and appreciate your answer, the Grouch. I appreciate that, my friend. Maybe you know, maybe we can get you involved as well to help us out. I might lure you in if we do end up setting something else up. It's been a pretty long stream. Nice work, Judo. Well, thank you for the support. You know, I couldn't have streamed to no one essentially, so I do appreciate you guys being here. Cheers, I mean, you're just the best YouTuber. You deserve it, mate. Nick, I appreciate the support. I really do. I'm glad that you enjoy both of my Clash of Clans and PUBG content as well. Oh, this thing says 4 hours. I only watched for 2. No, this is going to be a 3-hour stream, so I don't know where you got the 4 hours for. Oh, no. Ahmed, that is in total. You have watched my live streams for 4 hours. So you must have watched, obviously I've, you know, remember you from other streams as well. So that, yeah, that's your total watch time for my live streams. And then you rank up as well. There's kind of different systems. I think the top one is up to 24 hours, so I don't think in recent times I have even streamed for 24 hours. You're a beast at PUBG, man. I appreciate that. I don't consider myself a beast. I gotta admit, sometimes I do play well and I think, oh, I played really well there, but other times I just don't feel like I play well. But when you consider, you know, Powerbang or, you know, Rolex or someone like that, they are just beasts. They are amazing. You know, maybe one day I'll get to that stage. I feel like I need to just get a little bit slicker with my my movements and my skills in that regard, and then I can start really focusing on the strategy behind it as well, because I do okay in that area, but I definitely need to improve, like more like when to push someone. Absolutely, I know I kind of know the basics of that, but there's so much that goes into the process of thinking, and that's one thing that I love about it. Weezo, we are exactly in the same boat as well then. I love PUBG. I'm not a fan of Fortnite, but Clash is always my #1. So boom, we're in the same boat for that one. Certainly help out how I could if needed. Yeah, well, I will keep that in mind, my friend. Thank you so much. If we do end up getting something else, I will say one of my good friends that, if any of you guys saw the London live stream, it's still on my channel. Make sure to go and have a quick look if you're interested. The live stream was basically myself and Smog from One Hive Gazette, and he was one of my good friends that helped set it up, basically. And right now his clan is in the playoffs of the CWL, and he's a war general there, so he is massively tied up with that. I'm massively tied up with YouTube, work, and just knowing how long it took and how much commitment it took, don't feel that I can wholeheartedly put myself into it like I did last time, but we will get to it. Ahmed thinks Fortnite is better. Well, you know, some people do, some people don't. I'm not saying it's a bad game. The Shotgun Challenge was mint. How many YouTubers have completed that? I don't know. I haven't seen anyone else do it, to be honest. Like complete it. I've seen other people do it, but I haven't seen anyone complete it. But I haven't really looked, to be honest. I really just wanted to do it for something a little bit different. I'm not really brilliant with the shotguns, so that's why I decided to do it. Very much like the Lava Loon series that I'm talking about. I'm not very good with Lava Loon, so why not create a series trying to get better at it? So that's why I chose the shotgun challenge, plus one of my friends, Mr. Flip, who has a YouTube channel. Some of you might have seen his channel. If not, go and have a look. Drop him a comment, let him know you came from me. He did the shotgun challenge and he came third, so he did amazing, but he just didn't quite get it done. Cool, Smog is a cool guy, we'll look for that later. Awesome. Yeah, I do get that, Ahmed. Obviously, Fortnite's free, isn't it, on PC and Xbox and things. PUBG you got to pay for. That's one of the reasons I haven't even tried it on Xbox, and my live has run out at the minute anyway. I rarely play it, so haven't even bothered renewing it. Let's take a look at this thing. I almost feel like doing a farming attack just while we wait, but I kind of don't want to do that because that's not the purpose of the stream. Maybe a Clash meetup, Judo. Don't know where I thought that up from. Yeah, maybe. I think if I was going to do that, we'd just set up the London Live anyway, because I guess that would still require a bit of thought. Clearly, it wouldn't require as much as London Live, but I think if I was going to do a clan meetup, a Clash meetup like that, we'd just go through with the London Live. Pistol challenge only. I think we will have to do that next, but I think that is going to be incredibly difficult. I'm absolutely terrible with the pistols. Thank you, Lord Vimes. I do appreciate the heads up. So we have Bowlers and Witches coming in. This one being a Town Hall 10 attack. Interestingly enough, all of the air defense on one side of the base could have allowed a Queen Walk on that western side, but the Inferno Tower would be a bit difficult. So the poison spell comes in. Nice use of that heal spell. However, I'm never a massive fan of the heal spell on top of the rage spell, because look at that, the bowlers are already out of there. I guess the heal spell has done its job, but I would have liked to have maybe seen that little bit further forward. Still does have another heal spell, and he does exactly the same here, look. So as that goes down, I guess what I would have liked to have seen is just waiting that little bit extra. Come on, the bowlers need to go back over. Once they've broken that wall, they have done that, but see how the heal spell is now out of range, and the wizard towers are going to be doing work here. Oh, he really needed that down. He just got a little bit unfortunate. Not really going to get the 2 either, because there's just too much there. So let's have a look at the other live. Would you believe 2 live attacks both together? And it is both of our Town Hall 10s. Hopefully we can get this one done. This one being a Falcon attack. So the Queen walked down from the south of the base, setting that funnel. He needs this Dark Elixir down before the Valkyries come in, or otherwise that could draw them off. And he needs to be careful here not to take out too many buildings. The more buildings you take out, the more difficult it is. You need to have that breadcrumb of buildings to draw them in. Now, I'm not sure why he split the Valkyries up too much there. One of them has obviously steered off, and it's not going to loop back around. Not necessarily that bad of a thing, but it's basically a Valkyrie wasted, and these other Valkyries are going to do the same. I would have just brought them all in together. Let's see how it pans out. I guess that a jump spell would have been nice for these Valkyries, but they are going to just go down and be wasted. So I can't even see the other Valkyries. Are there any left? I don't think there is. This is not going to be a 3-star then, guys. We will review this one back because I was too busy focusing on the Valkyries at the bottom. They must have just got fried at the top there or something. I personally think with the Falcon attack, you just have to keep the Valkyries together. Again, I've never really done loads of attacks with it. I've tried it the odd time at Town Hall 11, but I don't have a Town Hall 10, so I haven't done masses of it, but I see more success keeping the Valkyries together. Ahmed, I mean, I don't really want to go steering off course too much in case I miss an attack, because this is all based on the Reddit mod massacre. I'd hope it's not too boring. I'm reading the chat and having a chat with you guys. I know it's not as entertaining as when there's live attacks. I'd hope it wasn't too boring, so I don't want to steer too way off. You know, Reddit asked, well, didn't really ask me, I volunteered to do this for them, so I don't want to really go steering off too much. Would love Clash of Clans on Xbox. Wow. That would be hard to implement, but yeah. So, let's have a look at that back, because I want to see where them Valkyries went. They must have got fried up the top here somewhere. Maybe it was this bomb tower. So he sets the funnel up quite nicely. Queen then sets the funnel at the bottom. Tried to wall break in there. See, I thought that's where he was going to bring the Valkyries in. Obviously he wanted to charge forward and the Queen to get all of this, and then the Valkyries, but you tend to bring the Queen in behind the Valkyries anyway. I definitely would have just brought all the Valkyries in. I'm not sure why he saved a couple of them. I think bringing all of them in, oh, Springtrap lost a couple there. All of the Valkyries together, oh, and Springtrap there as well, so it's actually Springtraps that cost him, interesting enough, and that's obviously one way that you would defend. I didn't mean to split up the Valkyries, must have clicked slightly on a dead building, so some didn't deploy. Yeah, I figured that wouldn't be part of the plan, but interesting in terms of base design there, you have to say. Springtraps are what cost the Valkyries there. I mean, Onyx, you saw my attack, bud. You can't get them all. You got the 2 stars. You've showed us the way in terms of some of it. You're right. I think, you know, not getting all the Valkyries in together possibly cost you a little bit there. The Springtraps would have still been deadly in that compartment, which we couldn't have knew about. It's just how it goes sometimes. Town Hall 10 triples, they are difficult, my friend. It's not boring. I like the way you interact with the subs. Yeah, I try my best. Yeah, Nick, I agree. Everyone will just start spamming. And to be honest, I tend to just keep away from base reviews, to be honest. Yeah, Ahmed, I mean, no, I'm not forcing you to be here, buddy. I'm trying to put replays on in the background and obviously just talk about different stuff, but if I have a theme for a live stream, that is then what I'm going to stick to. Obviously this is a theme for the Reddit event. I'm going to just stick to that. I don't want to go steering off course in case we miss anything. We only have about 10 minutes left anyway, guys, before we're going to wrap it up, so we're just going to keep it at this. Yeah, I would hope you don't find it boring. You know, I appreciate you being here, Ahmed. I appreciate you've been here the whole time. When you want to leave, I'm not offended. You can just leave. We had over 100 people watching before. We're now down to 36. So clearly, you know, people don't stay for a 3-hour stream. That's how it is. I wouldn't watch a 3-hour stream if I'm honest. I wouldn't have that time. But yeah, it's basically so you guys can jump in and out and see exactly how the war is going. Just got this one in the background for you. The reason why I left early was so I could show some love on other CRC YouTubers like Goon. That's absolutely fine, Robbie. Honestly, I'm putting on the live stream for Reddit. You guys can come and go as you please. Can't have much left in that glass, Judo. Have you got another one? Yes, my friend. I have numerous numerous glasses. Yeah, no, I know what you mean, Ahmed. I do know what you mean. Trust me, I know you weren't having a go. It's not as interesting as when there's masses of live attacks and 3-star attacks coming out everywhere. I know exactly what you mean. But it is what it is. That's where we are in this time. And I knew doing this live stream there wasn't going to be a ton of live attacks because it's not the end of the war. Make sure, again, I will show you... Boom, that's the link that you guys need. That will show you Galadon's link for his YouTube channel, not his YouTube channel, sorry, his Mixer channel, and that is where he will stream the final hour. Nick, I appreciate you coming by, and I appreciate the donation, my friend. You have a very good day yourself. So we only have 9 attacks left from the moderator side of things, whereas the members have 7 attacks left, so it will be interesting. Mark, I appreciate it, my friend. It's always a pleasure to watch and enjoy your comments. Let's switch to some questions. Go for it. You know that I try and You know that I try and answer every single and read every single comment as best that I can. Obviously, when it's quite nice actually, because I don't always get the opportunity. With the PUBG streams, I certainly can't, and with the CWL streams, when there's a lot of action, I can't keep up with the comments. So it's actually been quite nice to have that little bit less of a pace so that I can actually talk to you guys. Time to go. Been a pleasure watching. Thank you so much, Lord Vimes. I do appreciate your support, and yeah, you have a good day. All the best. Judo, I appreciate your work and the world you do in the hospital, the work you do in the hospital. Thank you so much, Robbie. I do appreciate that. It's a bank holiday here in the UK, so haven't been at work today. I've actually been working on my garden all day. So, do you have kids or married? I have no kids and I am engaged. So we are getting married, but not yet. Next time you're live streaming PUBG, before I go, I will be definitely streaming on Wednesday, Lord Vimes, and keep an eye out because you will also be able to play. So on Wednesday, I haven't announced it yet, get into this live attack, but basically I'm going to do kind of a special live stream where I do singles, duos, and then squads. So if you do want to play Lord Vimes, make sure to keep an eye out. I'll drop you a line personally before it as well. Just because I'm so appreciative of all your support, and you can join in if you want to. Okay, let's show you this Town Hall 10v10, then it's just about time to go. Very interesting start. I mean, you can see the scout here getting that balloon in order to take out the black bomb. Then the queen charging forward. We just need to hope it's going to be timed perfectly with the ability here on the single inferno to take down the queen. Hop forward. Unfortunately, she turned to the Expo instead of the Inferno. Let's hope. Oh, she just did. She turned around to the air skeletons, and I was afraid she was going to turn before she took out that Inferno. Fortunately, she didn't. I really like this entry as a Town Hall 10. Fantastic stuff, and once she has indeed got this air defense, it's going to be plain sailing for her. She's going to continue to take down these defenses. Moving forward, look at that wall breaker at the bottom. Such a brilliant spell. Oh, I really hope she doesn't go down. That is so unfortunate for him. The wall breakers here would have allowed the queen to come back out in order to take these down. Oh, I just had to take a little bit more than what he got there. But anyway, charging forward brings that lava balloon portion. Nice use of the balloons kind of right the way around in order to swoop around, but unfortunately the queen hasn't finished off that CC, and I think it is going to end up costing him, especially coming straight in towards the air sweepers. Balloons are having such difficulty, and that baby dragon is going to do splash damage onto them. Unfortunately, unless the balloons, look, if we can get that haste spell in here, we might be fortunate enough to get the 2 stars. All of them minions flying forward to try and get the job done. Get that baby dragon down. Come on, come on, come on. Oh, I think they're gonna... Oh, they've done it. Wow, that is fantastic. And they are going to be out of range of the wizard tower. Would you believe that he gets the 2-star here? I mean, you've got to give him credit. You have got to give him credit. Is he going to get the 2-star? Yeah, I think he's got it. Oh, imagine if they'd gone in range of that wizard tower, just out of it. Gets the 2-star, so good job to him. Minions OP, or her in fact. Good job on that one. Does get the 2-star against us. Did it add anything? It was one of the bases that hadn't been hit, so it does give the members an extra 2 stars, but obviously they will have to hit that again. So in terms of us, it was in fact a defense. Let's catch up on the chat here. Lord Vimes, looking forward to that. I only watch Judo and Powerbang, but Powerbang is all about PUBG. So Judo, anything Clash related, I always watch. Weasel, I thank you so much for that. Thank you for the support. Yeah, I think Powerbang is a phenomenal content creator. I actually love his PUBG content, so, you know, he's doing very well, isn't he? Rush, welcome to the stream. GG, Minions OP. Judo Sloth, hi, I am Ryan. I am a Town Hall 11, and can you invite me to your clan? Help my bit, Rush to vanish. Unfortunately, my clan Red Elite are not accepting Town Hall 11s at the moment. So I'm afraid I can't help you out on that one. Bello, yes, I have done my attacks, but I'll play them on in the background for you. This was the first one. We sat and played it. Obviously, you can kind of go back over and listen to the whole plan and everything. This was the first one, didn't quite come off, so I decided to do a dip attack. I'll play that in the background afterwards. Grouch, yes, it was a great hit. I thought you were leaving. Did you not say goodbye earlier on, or was that... That must have been getting mixed up. No, that wasn't you. Anyway. Yeah, PB is awesome. He's a great guy as well. I've met him a couple of times in Finland, and he's super supportive of other content creators and things as well, and just a very nice guy to hang out with. I remember the first time I met PB, I talked to him briefly because I was setting up the London Live event, and I'd mentioned a couple of things and asked him a few questions, and he's always been there to answer my questions whenever I've popped him anything across, so I do thank him for that. I remember I had about 1,000 subs or something the first time I went to Finland, and yeah, he was just such a down-to-earth guy. I sat talking to him in the bar for a good couple of hours the first night, which was very interesting. One Hive Genesis may get to the finals in CWLs. They are beasts at 11v11. Ahmed, I agree. I was on the CWL talk show for the playoff show last night, and I think I back them to beat One Hive, but I don't back them to beat Spartan's Legacy. I just think Spartan's Legacy have been just too good this season. Got a triple on enemy number 4 and 89% on number 7. Fantastic, good for you, buddy. So what we're going to do to end the stream here, because my time slot here, the 3-hour slot, has finished. I'm glad that you guys have been able to join me for it. I'm going to basically let my 2 attacks play out, and then as long as we don't get any other live attacks, we're just going to go from there and end the stream. Spartan's Legacy OP. They are amazing. They are very, very strong. I actually have Forbidden in order to win the event, but we'll just have to see. I will play some Clash Royale. See you later, Judo. Ahmed, I so appreciate the support, my friend. You've been here from start to finish and provided me with some tips as well for my attacks. Obviously, recommending dropping that 3rd jump spell helped very much in my 2nd attack. Thank you so much for the advice. Let's show you my 2nd attack before we end things here. Well, okay, I can't join your clan, but can you at least tell me how I can talk with you, maybe on Discord or any other? Well, you can talk to me on here, obviously my YouTube videos, you can drop comments on any of my live streams. My Discord has just popped up in the chat there, bit.ly/Judo Discord. You'll be able to, you know, have generic chats in there that people can chat with me, so go ahead and join there. 3 hours, oh my god, yes, I've been going for 3 hours, and I don't tend to stream this long, so yeah, I am just about ready to shut my voice off, to be honest. I just don't see myself ever quitting Clash. It's just more fun than any other games. Yeah, I agree. I completely agree with you. I can't see myself quitting Clash either. We do have a live attack, so what we're going to do is commentate this one, then put my dip attack on in order to wrap up the stream. I'm going to try and keep it literally like 30 seconds under the 3-hour mark or something, because basically YouTube struggles to process live streams over 3 hours. It then takes a little bit of a time, and it will chop the start of the live stream for people tuning in to watch it as a video on demand. So I'm going to try my best to cut it literally at like 2:59:59. Anyway, Queen Walk coming in for this one. Wall breakers hopefully are going to get that compartment open. Finally did. That's going to allow the Queen to come in. What he's trying to do here is lure that CC, but also get the Queen. You can see she's situated just within the base here, just about going to get that. Very unfortunate that the Queen didn't step forward, because he could have got a double poison spell on that. The poison would have been used on the CC and the Queen. Unfortunately, didn't get that. The Queen has set a nice funnel around the side here. It's a shame he doesn't have one more wall breaker, because it would have been nice to get that Queen just that little bit further in. And she decides to bust in a wall. This wall piece here, where is it? Oh, it's that one there, in fact, has got like no health. So the Queen decides to go for a full health wall. fantastic. Once she does indeed get the queen here, another rage spell is going to be needed, I feel. There it comes. Getting the enemy queen, we'll then see the lava loon, I would guess from this area to directly target the Inferno Tower. Boom, there it comes. Directly target the Inferno Tower, then swooping around to these wizard towers. It just means there's no splash damage defenses at the end here that he's going to get pinned onto either. Look at that queen walk, beautiful stuff. I mean, this is looking good for the members. I think he's got this. That rage spell is perfect on top of them balloons. Going to come right over the top of that single Inferno, and there is no splash damage at the back here to stop him. Minions around the top. Queen at full health with them healers. I'm going to put that giant on Celebratory Wizard for the 3 stars. When 3 stars are earned, guys, you have to give them credit. That was one fantastic attack in order to finish off. Lord Vyron, okay, thanks bro, I will see you later in other videos. Your videos are so helpful, especially when I saw your bowler strats for war. They are OP, thank you so much. Take care of that voice. Thanks Robbie, I do appreciate it. Judo, why is in the dark, not in CWL? I see, I'm not going to comment. Banging 3 stars. Yeah, I'm not really, yeah, they do what they do, don't they? I don't think I've seen them in leagues or apply for leagues or anything like that before, so yes, it was a beautiful 3-star. Let's review that and then we will end up the stream there. We've seen my attack. I don't think there's any need to review that. Let's quickly whiz through this. Such a beautiful attack. Got that Tesla, sent the queen down. Just got a little bit unfortunate on the wall breakers, but it didn't matter. The queen was well healed with them healers, able to do what she needed to do, bust through the wall and then get through them other defenses, the queen, and then the lava loon around the top was just beautiful. Needed to get that funnel right around the top as he did with the haste and rage spells. No splash damage at the end. Fantastic stuff. The Grouch said, much love, Judo streams have been great. Good chatting to you, my friend. Hopefully inspired me to get a 6-pack. Awesome. Well, like we said, we'll hopefully get the Lava Loon live streams going sometime soon as well. All the best to the rest of the attackers here. That is going to wrap it up for my portion of the stream. Remember that Bello says in the dark plays 50v50 Town Hall 11 wars only. So there you go. There's your answer to that. All the best to the rest of the attackers. Thank you so much for Reddit in terms of putting this event on. There's a lot of work goes in on the background of any event like this. So I do thank them all for that. Thank them for the opportunity of me to get involved and stream some of it. And guys, go and watch the final hour with Galadon. But that will wrap it up for this one. I've been your host, Judo Sloth. And until next time, peace out, guys.